Hello and welcome to a brand new Start From Scratch series here in Riverbend Springs. Today we're going to be starting a new series, and the goal for this series is going to be, first of all, we're going to build our house and probably any sheds or anything that we can build basically. We'll build those for ourselves, so that's going to be part of it. Seems like it fits with the Start From Scratch theme to me. And then the second will be based off of things that my grandparents have actually grown in years past. They have a little acreage where they grow some crops every year. And so the main things that they grow that are in the game, at least, the big ones will be green beans, corn, and peas, which is cool because green beans and peas are obviously new to this game. So I'm excited to get to try those out. And then corn, I've actually not done a lot of corn, so that'll be fun as well. And then they've also done tomatoes and lettuce. So we'll get at least one greenhouse as well, just to fulfill that as well. So I did already go ahead and set up all my settings how I wanted them. They're all Americanized, if you will. So that's all good to go. We do have the weather effects turned on, so we will definitely be dealing with those weather events as well. I'm excited to see how they actually play into the game, how often they are. I don't know if we've had any direction as to how often they are, how much damage they'll actually do. It'll be fun to see and try to navigate for ourselves. So the first thing we need to do is buy some property. I think what I'd like to do is try to find some property that already has one of our crops on it. So either green beans, corn, or peas. Alright, so I have turned on peas, green beans, and corn. Obviously the tealish light green color is the green beans. The peas are that darker green, and then the yellow is the corn. And it looks like most of the fields that already have these crops on them are on the outskirts of the map, which is cool and all, but I usually like to stay a little closer to the shop just so you have easy access to that, as well as most of the sell locations. It looks like they're kind of spread out everywhere, but I like to stay kind of centralized. So I am looking at this field here, number 9. It's $119,000, and we could get something off of the field right away. And I don't want to buy like this one that everybody's been buying that already has all the buildings, because I want to build our own. So I'm thinking and leaning towards number 9. Let's just go ahead and do it. There's no wrong way to do this, right? Alright, so let's go check out our field. Okay, and here is our green bean field, and it looks like they're trying to grow wildflowers at the same time. Maybe we should have looked at this before we bought it. We've got large weeds that we need to take care of. Now this is half the fun, is just diving into it and seeing what we have to deal with. Alright. It's a decent sized field though. Not sure how much green beans yield and what their profit is. Looks like we actually do have a couple barns. I was not expecting that because I didn't really see anything on the map. Can you open this door? No, just go through the holes in the side. Okay. Will we store anything in there? Probably not. Probably sell it. And then I saw something over here as well. I don't know if this one is ours or not technically. I might actually use this one though. It's easy to park something small into there. Why couldn't this be our field? Look how pretty it looks. Sugar beets, but never mind. Alright, so this is it. Like I said, this is hardcore mode, so we started with $500,000. So we've got $380,000 left. I think we need to try to find ourselves a tractor. I always buy a tractor at the beginning because you're always going to need it. Might as well buy one. So let's see. First, let's check the sales. Anything? That is actually a really good tractor for $106,000. That would take us down to 275-ish. Okay. we'll think about that. We got 224 horsepower there for 106. Is there anything in a small that would be like decent power for less? I mean, there's 116 for 45,000, but that's quite a bit less. That one's 143. Not much in the small tractor department. I mean, for the time being, we're gonna have to plant things and pull trailers basically. All right, so it looks like green beans are done through a planter. So this is a direct seeder, so no cultivating needed, which would be nice. And that's about 200 horsepower to run that one. I mean, it's expensive, but all right. So I would prefer to get one that doesn't need cultivating or plowing, and the cheapest one is this one for 133, and then the only other ones that do it are these two. Yes, these two here. Eventually I would love to get this, but with this being the start from scratch, not sure how long it'll take us to get there. This one's not cheap either, but basically we're looking at our end goals, and these are that one's 200 horsepower, these are 350 and 360. So it'd be nice to get something that has a decent amount of horsepower, which means I don't think a small tractor is the way for us right now. We could be tempted with a medium tractor, but I mean, this is a medium tractor, and that's the one that's in the sales for 55% off. It almost seems like a no-brainer to do that. That one's only 175 horsepower. That one can get up to 300, so I think it would pull even the biggest planters without too much difficulty. And then large tractors are just way too expensive right now. All right, I think we're just gonna go ahead and buy this one. Well, that is not the same look that I thought it was gonna be. It's kind of cool. We'll start with the lower engine setup right now, and we'll see if we end up having to upgrade it later. But I usually like wide tires. I think that's okay. Blue Power Edition. Let's do this one. It's a little different. Never seen anything like that, really. Yeah, we don't need that. Front loader attacher, we will actually need that because we are going to get a greenhouse, so we'll need a way to pick up those pallets, and unfortunately, there is no auto load mods at this time. All right, 115,000. Let's do it. We're getting low on our money, but we can take out a little bit more of a loan for sure. And we can also lease things for a couple years if we need to. Like if we need to lease a harvester, we can do that. Speaking of which, let's take a look at harvesters and see how small of one there is, like what our options are there. Alright, so looking at our green bean harvesters, we've got lots of options here. We've got this one here. Alright, so there's all our options. If we take a look at this, it is expensive, $498,000. I'm starting to wonder if I made a mistake already. How much is it to lease? $25,000. This feels a lot like our cotton run where we were spending $25,000 per harvest before we could buy our own harvesters. Yikes. Okay, so question. How much do green beans sell for? Hopefully a lot, because they're a little bit expensive to get into. Maybe should have started with something else, but that's okay. Green beans, they sell for a high of $755, it says, and they're actually at a price that's better than that right now. Am I reading that correctly? I think I am. Okay. That doesn't seem like a lot, but maybe you yield a lot. You know what? We've already bought the field, so we're just going to have to take care of it. So let's see. Is there a way we can take care of our large weeds on this field. Alright, so I think our best option for the time being will be just to get the sprayer. I know typically spraying herbicide is not what you want to do because you will lose some of what you can earn from that, but I think it's our only option with how large they are, and I think we're going to go ahead and purchase it because we'll always need it, and we can use this for fertilizer, which we won't get a penalty for, and then maybe we can figure out a better way to take care of our weeds as we go along. Let's go ahead and buy this as well. 5,000. It's not too much. Alright, so I think we've got what we need to get started on our field. Let's pick it up. Here is our first look at the shop, by the way. Pretty cool. Let's zoom out a little bit. And like I said, it's nice and close to our field, which is very convenient. That is really loud. Let's buy... I don't know how much herbicide we'll need. We'll start with just one container of it and see if that's enough. Down to $225,000, but I think we're doing okay. We know that the harvester's going to be $25,000, and then we'll see how much we can make off of the green beans, and then decide if we can buy anything else or if we need to hold off for a little bit. Let's get back to our field, and I'll bring you back then. Alright, just got back to our field here, and let's go ahead and see if we can get this lined up and try out the GPS. Now I do have crop destruction turned off, and a couple reasons. I don't find it as enjoyable personally, and another reason is because a lot of times when you use an AI worker, they'll kind of get themselves in a position where you kind of have to destroy crops to get to them. So I don't enjoy that. So we'll have crop destruction off and go from there. See how he does this field. He's not spraying. Why isn't he spraying? Oh, is he trying to find a different spot to start? I must have done inside first instead of headlands first. Anyways, we'll see what he figures out. We'll just get out of his way. And we will look at where we want to build our house. And I think we're going to build it over here. More what we want to build for our house. I will say I am very impressed with the amount of choices they give you. In the previous farm simulator, they give you 2 choices, and that is very underwhelming to me. So I was very happy to see that they added quite a few more into the game, which is super cool. So there are the constructibles, which is what we will be looking at. Oops, here we go. Looks like it's all 1,000 for the kit. So there's garages. Only 5 options, but still, it's a lot better than 2, and that's just for the buildable ones. So we'll pick one of those, but first I just wanted to show off that they also added these farmhouses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different options there. So super cool to see that they put a little more effort and time into that. I think that's a good choice by them. So what do we want to build? I am usually a very big fan of log cabins. So that's definitely an option. The silo is very cool. Typically I only see that for like Airbnbs, not actual houses, but still cool. And then these are more traditional looking houses. I do like this one. I think we'll start with the log cabin. Let me get out of my worker's way. There we go. I do think we'll start with the log cabin. So, how does this work exactly? If I go here, then what? area is restricted. Is it too close to the water? Ah, okay, so we can't put it there. If we sell that, can we put it in there? Let's sell this and see what happens there. $2,000. Sell it. Okay. Now can we put it in here? Overlaps another object. Maybe trees. Guessing that's saying it's restricted because of the road. Well, maybe we need to do a little bit of ground clearing before we can put that there. I do think that's a decent spot for it, though. Okay. I just want to make sure there wasn't anything over here that was actually like a building or something that was blocking us, but I think it's just the trees is what it's saying. So let's go ahead and buy a chainsaw. Here we go. Got our chainsaw. Let's get to work. Let's see. Roll the chainsaw. How does it just... Oh, there we go. It just wasn't close enough. Go as low as we can. There we go. Got an achievement. Very cool. And then, let's see. I think there's one over here we'll probably have to cut down as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut this down. Obviously, we can't really do anything with these until we have a trailer, but we will need a trailer once we start harvesting. So at that point, we'll chop these up, throw them in a trailer, and figure out what to do with them. There we go. Another big boy. Did you finish? Looks like you did a pretty good job. Very cool. Let's get that folded up real quick. And it looks like those might be the only trees we need to cut down. Unfortunately, can't do anything really with them yet, but we'll get there. Let's see. Can I pull in here enough to drop this off? Can pull in that far. That'll work. Now, I guess I should see if this thing, or if this field needs fertilized as well. I guess we'll leave this on. Oh, it's too tall. I just saw it hit right before. Fertilize 50%, so it needs one more round of fertilizing, I guess. So let's just empty this instead of dropping it off. And let's go get some fertilizer. Alright, I'm just here at the shop picking up some fertilizer. And I had a thought, and hopefully somebody in the comments can confirm this for me. But I have crop destruction on. But does that mean that the weather events won't affect my crops? Because I don't want that. I want them to be affected by the weather events. I just don't want to destroy crops when I'm driving in the field on accident or something like that. So if you know the answer to that, drop a comment down below and let me know. I'd really appreciate that. I would think that those would be two separate things, but yeah, just let me know. I'm not sure. If you know, enlighten me. Alright, let's get an AI worker going on the fertilizer. Yeah, it does say start with the up-downs. It's a little odd. Normally I would start with the headland. Let's just change it. See what happens. Should be fine, right? Says I'm not lined up very well, so he's gonna fix it for me. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's hop out and make sure that this is doing what we expect it to. And there we go, 100% fertilized. Much better. We need to make as much money as we can off of these green beans. $225,000 left. We're gonna need a planter, a wagon, or a trailer, I mean, and then we're gonna have to lease that harvester for $25,000. So, yeah. We got some stuff to spend some money on. We might have to look at the loan, see if that's a route we want to take, or just lease some more things. Technically, we could lease the planter and stuff, as well as the harvester, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. All right, I'm guessing I won't be able to place that house until I get a stump grinder out here. If I was to guess, yeah, it still says overlaps with another object. I assume it's talking about the stumps. Although it is saying that land isn't owned by us. That is very loud. Got another achievement though. All right, let's see. Let's look at farmland. How much of this is ours? Did I buy a place that doesn't give us enough room? Oh no. See, it says all that's ours, so I think we're okay. We got 2 more passes probably. Oh, he's still doing the headland. I must say I am a huge fan of the new AI workers and how they've programmed them to do the fields. Super convenient, and they do a great job. I mean, there are some weird things for sure where they'll kind of just stop and think, or like just readjusting themselves when you first hire them, and it takes a second, but overall they are so much better than they used to be, and they do a really good job, and you don't have to worry about them missing near as much. They are much more consistent in getting everything on the field taken care of, at least in my experience. Obviously, I have very limited experience so far, but been enjoying it so far. While this guy's going, let's take a peek. When do you harvest green beans? Green beans are planted in April, May, or June. Wow. 3 different months. And then you can harvest them in 4 different months. So technically they could be harvested this month if they had planted them in April, but it doesn't look like that's when they were planted because we're still growing. But it is the dark green, so maybe next month they'll be ready to harvest, which means I'm really glad we got all of this stuff done on the field. We got the prep work done right before harvest time. Hopefully that helps our yield quite a bit. And there you go. We have fast forwarded to September since the last episode, and as you can see, our green beans are ready to harvest. So that is the first thing we're going to be looking at, is how much is it going to cost us to lease this green bean harvester, and eventually we'll find out if we're going to be losing money on this or if we're going to make a little bit. All right, here is the green bean harvester. If we come in here, it's $500,000 to buy it. Let's see how much it is to lease. $25,000. Not cheap, but we got to do it. Let's take a look at it. It is huge. This is our first look at this new piece of equipment. I'm excited to see how it works. Let's get it back to the farm and let's get harvesting some green beans. Alright, we have made it down to our field, and if you did watch the last episode, then you will know that we have got a little bit more money than we had at the end of that episode, and that's because we went ahead and maxed out our loan. So we have the full $500,000 loan that we're going to have to pay off eventually. But we've got lots of stuff we want to do in this run. I figured we might as well get ourselves as much starting cash as we can and go from there. Alright, we're going to let the AI worker do this. We do want it to start with the headlands. It's doing 5. I assume it's because it's a big piece of equipment. Needs lots of room to turn around, so it's going to do 5 headlands. Let's watch this thing unfold. Okay, he doesn't like where I started him. That's fine. We will need a trailer still, so we'll look at that here in a second. And there we go. We're harvesting green beans. Pretty cool, shooting them into the back there. Alright, while he's doing that, let's go ahead and look at trailers and see what we want. Alright, I think this is the one we're going to go with. $40,000. We are going to go ahead and buy it. It's expensive, but we're always going to need a trailer. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of his way, apparently. There you go. Continue on, good sir, while I go get a trailer for you. One thing I did want to point out is you probably notice that the graphics are a little low right now, and that is just because my graphics card that I currently have is pretty old. Can't quite keep up with this game, so I have ordered a new one. So the next videos that I post will be much better. Well, there'll probably be one more episode with this old graphics card, and then I should have time to get everything installed and be able to go from there. So don't give up on me. The video quality will get better here in the next couple videos, and hopefully should be a lot better. Alright, back down in the field. This is something we saw him doing with our rice fields in the Panda Express run we're doing as well, where he cuts the corners kind of wide just to give himself some room to turn. I wish they were smart enough to know that they have room to turn outside of the field sometimes, but still pretty cool that they're able to do what they are able to do the field efficiently. Still a fan, but I'm sure there's some optimization that will come shortly. Looks like he's still plugging away here. Another thing I want to look at is we had stated that one of our goals was going to be to build our own house. Well, we need to do some ground clearing, and we are going to be cutting some trees to do that anyways. So I feel like we need to go ahead and get the production facility to be able to start producing what we need for building a house, and that would be a sawmill. Now, we could build our own. The problem is we don't really have a good place to put it on our fields without getting rid of a bunch of crop, which is not something we really want to do. So the other option is to buy the sawmill that is on the map already. And if we tag this place, you can see that it is right down here. So a little bit of a drive, but I mean, not too bad. Just come down this road and here it is. So let's go ahead and visit this place. And here we are at the sawmill. This is where we would be dropping off our lumber. This is a big sawmill, man. Bigger than I was expecting. I mean, it is $300,000 to purchase this, but we said that our goal was going to be to build our own house, so I feel like we kind of just need to do it. Looks like this is where we drop off our wood, pull it into the factory there, and produce it into the different products that we need. I know it's a start from scratch run, and I should be really careful with my money, but I think we're going to go ahead and buy this, send ourselves all the way down to $100,000. It's what we said the goal was for this episode, so, or for this series, so I feel like we might as well do it. So, no active productions, storage is empty. If we come over here, is this where we can activate things? Oh, that's to sell the wood. Interesting. Okay. So it's probably just here. Yep, manage productions. Okay. So I'm not going to turn anything on yet. I'm going to try to find a way to get our wood off of our property over here, and then try to place the house so we know what we need to build it. Alright, I went to the shop, did a little configuring to our tractor. Got some stuff to try to pick up some trees and mulcher and stuff to try to clear some area, and came back and this guy was stopped. So we're gonna see if we can figure out why he is not moving. He's not empty, or he's not full, I mean, but I don't know if he thinks he wants to empty because the trailer was here or what. We'll get him emptied though and see if he decides to keep going or what's going on here. Okay, he's putting his thing back in. Okay, yeah, so he must have just thought he needed to unload, so he stopped. Yeah, let's just get you out of the way. Just park that right there for now. And let's see if we can pick up some trees. I am not confident, but we will try our best. Okay, we got one kind of picked up. Now I was going to put it in the trailer, but now I've got green beans in there. So this is like a tiny limb, and I don't know if it's going to do anything, if it's the right type of wood or what, but I'm just going to drive it to our sawmill, and see what happens. Alright, the drive down here wasn't too bad. Now I think we would just need to drop it here. We'll see if it takes it or not. Let's let go of it. Back up. So I was kind of figuring it's a weird piece of wood. Northern catalpa? Sure. And nothing. It's not taking it at all, so I'm gonna go up here and make sure I don't have to like click something for it to take it, but so wood, nothing. But it does say we have 420 liters, so did it just take it, what I put down there? Let's go look. Okay, so it did take it. So maybe we're gonna look at leasing a tree transporter and get some of this stuff moved down here. Alright, we got our new trailer. Let's see if we can figure out how to use this thing. I have never done any forestry in any of the farming simulator games, so this is completely new, so I'm sure it will be hilarious to watch. Let's find out. Let's see if we can even figure out how to get in this thing. Do we come back here to get in? What did that say? Fashion tension belts. Enter. Oh. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Unfold timber trailer. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're putting legs down. And then what? We're moving back and forth. Don't need to do that. Oh, we can extend this. That's kind of cool. And what's this do? Can't tell. Now that it's unfolded, do I get out? How do we use this thing? Inner vehicle driver. So how do I change the control group? Ah, you push Y. Now we're operating the the crane. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So then what's this one do? I can't tell what that's doing. Which is fine. Okay, so that's up and down. Okay. What does this do? Can't tell. What does this do? Okay. What's this do? Oh, okay. So how do we open it though? Ah, okay. We're getting it. We're figuring it out. So then we want to come down. Yep, closer. That's right. Just trying to get this big boy here. That one does that, and then... Nope, don't want to do that. Okay. This is really good. Nope, nope. Why is that doing... Okay, is that messing things up? Can we detach from that? Okay, now. Let's go back to crane. There we go. Here we go. I think it was messing it up. So now down. Right. Now go down. Nope. Down. Okay. We're down now. At these. And then close. Nope, not rotate. Close. We are not down far enough. Ugh, all the way down. Now close. No. What are you doing? Close. Oh, we got 2. Okay, so now if I lift. Okay, we're falling over. So it's too heavy. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Okay. We're getting close. Yeah, you come over here. Okay, we dropped one. That's okay. One at a time is better. Now we're invisibly holding it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Now we close it by pushing down. Okay. Now we lift it. Yup. And then we swing. Yeah. Bring it back. And then we do that and open and fasten. No, wrong button. Oh, I wonder if that'll be easier. Is there a way to... There's fasten tension belts. Okay, so that one should stay. Now let's keep going. We're getting it figured out. Left lets us go side to side. That's extending us up. We want to go... Oh, there we go. That's out. There we go. Okay. Now you go down. Yep. Bring it in just a little. Okay. And then if we push down, that clamps it. Then we lift. Oh yeah. Now we... let's lift it again. And then let's bring it closer. Yep. Okay. And now rotate. Oh, I'm getting it now. Then down. Yup. And open. There we go. And fasten. Hey, it's in there. It ain't pretty, but it's in there. I'm gonna take like 17 more minutes and try to get the rest of this or another good bit picked up here. Alright, we've got a little bit of a load here. It's not pretty. We don't have the right equipment to make it pretty yet, but it's on there. We're getting it figured out. Let's go see how much wood this puts in our production facility. Alright, let's pull down here. Get it parked right here. Hopefully we can just do it from the trailer. And we'll come up here, sell, and see if the number goes up from 420. And there you go, 4,500. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last us, but we are going to bring up a bunch of wood up here. So hopefully we only have to do this 1 or 2 times. But right now we've got all this equipment leased, so we might as well make the most of it while we have it. And we can get it returned this month and not have to pay for it more than once. Alright, we are back for round 2. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned it or not in this playthrough, but I did used to operate heavy machinery, excavators, skid steers, and stuff like that pretty often. And in a non-bragging way, I'd say I was kind of good at it. So the fact that this is so difficult is very frustrating for me. That's why I usually use an auto-load mod, but don't have that yet, so we're going to make do. We're going to do our best. Maybe we'll get these in smaller pieces. Well, looks like we're sending it. Good news is our green bean harvest is coming along nicely. This looks ridiculous. I'm just hauling a whole tree. The car was honking at me. I don't see what the problem is. Good night. Have a little patience. Alright, let's see how much wood this gets us. 4,500 to... Not very much, but that's okay. We'll persevere. Green bean field's almost done. Still got a little bit here, but hopefully we can get a good chunk in this next trip. Let's put our support legs down. Get to work. Alright, let's take a little break real quick. Let's unload this guy. And looks like you did a good job. Got everything off the field, which is good. Now, the question will be, do we make more than $30,000 off these green beans? Because if not, then we are losing money with the green beans. Which, we have the sawmill, so we can at least make money that way, I guess. But we'll have to see. So how do we unload this? Move bunker up. Okay. Oh, just like that. Okay. Now in the top right, you can see the trailer as it fills up too, which is a really nice feature that they added. So can I hold it all? Yes, only 52%. So, 9,755 liters. We'll see how much that profits us later. We are still working on getting this stuff picked up, so let's get another load out there. Alright, got another load. Let's see how much. Ooh, 2,000 that time. Not bad. We'll keep going. We're getting closer. And honestly, the more I'm doing this, the more I want to get like real forestry equipment and make some money that way. I have a feeling we'll probably end up chopping down all the trees on our property. For a couple reasons. We need the money, and it'll be a good way for us to make some cash, as well as I am enjoying it. And I feel like if I got the actual tree cutters that stripped it and everything and had more uniform logs, I feel like I could get the hang of it, and I want to try it. So we'll see. We might have some more forestry in our future. Alright, this is probably a bad idea, but we're going to try to lift this whole tree at once. Well, that went about as expected. Alright, let's chop it up. Well, that one was fun getting here. These trees are not cutting up nicely, which is really annoying. So I'm kind of forced to take these big, awkward pieces, but we'll get it done. Wow, 7,000 for that one. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, I think that is going to be our last load. I think we're just going to try to mulch up the rest, and hopefully we've cleared out enough land for us to get our plans for our house. So let's see how much this one was. 14,200, 22,000. Very good. Excuse me. Excuse me. What in the world? What is happening? Let me out. Let me out. Come on. Let go. Okay. Well, that was insane. Alright, we've got it decently cleared out here. We're going to try out this mulcher. See if we can get a clear area. Alright, we have done our best to clear it out. Let's see if we can place this now. If not, I'll be very sad. Constructibles, log cabin. Okay. Now this cuts into our field a tiny bit, but it's letting me place it somewhere in here. And I've been fighting this thing for so long. We're gonna do it right there. Okay. Yep, cuts into our field a little bit, but you know what? It's placed, and we can start building our house. How cool is that? I did not expect all of this. All the materials, that's super cool. So we need wood beams, planks long, and planks. Alright, so let's take a look at our production facility. Wood beams, planks long, and planks. Wood beams, planks long, and planks. And we can make all of those at our production facility, which is really nice. We'll get all of those activated. And I don't know how much we'll get, but probably next month we'll end up having to cut down some more trees. We'll just lease the equipment again, probably. We finally got this placed. Looks like we need 1,000 wood beams, 1,000 planks long, and 1,000 planks to get the first phase done. I assume there's probably, yeah, materials next step. So there's probably several steps. I assume we'll probably end up having to get different production facilities to get those as well, but I'm excited about all of that. Currently, we just have this one field, and we just bought the sawmill in the last episode, so I'm thinking we're getting kind of low on money. So while we have some of this equipment rented, it might make sense for us just to cut down as many trees as we can for a little bit and see if we can make ourselves a little extra money through the sawmill. Yeah, while we're waiting for this field. And then I'd like to buy field 7 here, which is wrong button. Farmland, $185,000. So about $100,000 short. So I'd be interested to see how much we can make from the sawmill. So I think that is our plan for today. I know the last episode was quite a bit of lumber, but that's alright. That's part of just what this run is. So there will be a bit of lumber. So that being said, I think I'll go around and find some trees that are on our property, get them cut, and we'll go from there. Here's our first tree. And man, the trees look so much better with the new graphics card. They didn't even look real in the other video. That's alright. We've upgraded. Things will be better now. That's cool how that one all fell. Now there's quite a few of these trees up against the river that we actually can't cut. I guess they're not technically on our property, so we're just going around getting the ones that we can. That's a big one. And we'll see how far they get us. Alright, we got just a few cut down. I think it's time to see if we have improved any since the last time. I don't have high hopes, but we'll find out real quick. Alright, let's put our legs let's extend this out. And then put our legs down. Okay. Switch. And let's see if we can figure this out. What's a good angle here? Okay. Rotate, open, let go of that, go down, close, and then we're gonna swing over, let's pull up, okay, so far so good, swing over again, rotate, pull it in, and release. Hey, that's not bad, fellas. Let's see if we can keep it up. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. That's not bad at all. Let's back this up, see where that other piece is. There it is. Let's get that last little piece and... oh, 2 pieces. Apparently there was one stuck in there. Hey, I think we're getting better at this. You know what? It's not perfect, but we got that whole tree in one load and in way less time than last time, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go see how much wood this gets us. Alright, we have made it with our first tree. So I got to thinking after I purchased this sawmill that maybe I should have just bought one of those mini, smaller production facilities for my sawmill. Would have saved a lot of money, but you do get a lot less material output with that, and I'm happy that we have what we have because like I said, we only have the one field and we're going to need to make some money. So I think this will be a good way for us to do just that. So I don't really regret my decision, but it was a thought that I had at one point. All right, so we got 21,000. Let's see how much this gets us. Another 3,000. Not a ton, but a little bit. And it looks like we've got a little bit of planks long and wood beams, but not enough to spawn anything yet, I'm guessing. Not sure where everything will spawn, but I assume it's all in here somewhere. Anyways, let's go get more trees picked up. I'm sure it comes through a little bit on the video. Actually, I'm sure it comes through quite a bit. The difference in graphics. If you didn't see my last video, you should go watch it. Even if you don't watch the whole thing, just watch it long enough to see the graphics difference between that video and this video. Just the way the water looks, and obviously the trees are a big visual thing on this map since there are so many, and they looked pretty rough in the last video. So very excited about where we're at now. Yep, game looks great. Alright, back again. We got some smaller trees. See if we can get these nice and easy. See if we can actually get these on there kind of neatly. Alright, we got a good grip on it. So now if we twist it, twisty, and let's just release there. See what that does. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're happy with that. Let's get some more. Good grab, good grab. Pretty well balanced. Okay. Swing it over. Twist it. Swing it. Twist it a little more. Bring it down. And let's release that. There we go. So simple. Alright, are there any more little ones, or are we ready to move on? Looks like we can go to the big one here. See if we can make a mess of this. Picking up a piece like that is what makes me think if I had more uniform logs that I could really do this a lot easier. The problem is, because these aren't like just pines or something like that, I don't know that there's any equipment that I could actually get that would make it be uniform at the moment, since these are just kind of random logs that are on our property. So we'll just do our best. Alright, got another decent little load here, and this is probably one of my more organized loads. I am ready to do some without all these leaves hanging out everywhere. Makes it look very sloppy, but wasn't too bad getting these on here. Took us a little bit of time, but I think the goal for today's episode is we'll get as much wood over here as we feel like doing, and then I want to fast forward at least a month and see if we can get 1,000 of each thing that we need for phase 1 of our house building project. See if we can get that completed in this episode. We're at 23,000 liters, up to 25.9. Cool. Back at it again. Found our next victim. Target. Objective. You know what I mean. Woo. That's a big boy. Let's see how much we can get him chopped up. In case you were wondering, I would not advise making this cut in real life. Wow. I guess you could make that in real life. Ugh. That's the one you don't want to make. Alright, I tried my best to get that chopped up into some little pieces. We'll get at least the first few sections here at the bottom done, and then see if there's more that we can chop up. But first I want to see if we can get this big boy. I don't know if this thing's going to be strong enough, but we're going to find out. Oh, it's heavy. Pull it back. Get it as close to the trailer as possible. Okay, we're also kind of stuck, it looks like. Okay, we're doing it. You know what we need to do? We need to put our legs down. Give us some stability here. Did that really stabilize us? Looks like it made things worse. But we're up. Okay, come on, let's bring it back. Okay, I think we can do this. Oh man, this one should be quite a bit of wood, I think. How can I get you to get off of that post? No! Take two. Okay. We're grabbing, we're lifting. Okay, we gotta be very gentle here. Don't lose it. Now rotate. Bring it back to the side there. And open. Look at that. Perfect. Let's see if we can repeat. This is another large piece if we can get it on here. This one is not as nicely cut, but let's see if we can get it on. I mean, technically. Hey, if it fits, it ships, right? I think we'll just take this load like this. These are thick pieces, so I think it might be quite a bit. But we'll see. Let's get our legs picked up and get to our sawmill. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. I'm actually really curious to see how much these thick logs are. So we're at 25,600 right now. Let's see what this takes us to. 33. So 8,000. Nice. Very cool. On my way back to the house, but I am noticing that our repairs are looking kind of low. So I think I want to look and see how much it's going to cost us to repair this. See if it's something we want to do now. Oh, this is my first time in this menu. Looks a little different, but pretty much the same. 18,000 to repair that thing. Yikes. I mean, we kind of have to do it. We'll do it. Well, that was a big chunk. Definitely going to have to make some money with our lumber. But, honestly, I think we've got plenty in there right now, as is, to do the first phase, and then we'll sell off a little bit, even though we'll probably need some of the same stuff for phase 2. But, maybe just sell off a little bit to get ourselves some cash, and then see where we're at after that. I mean, you can think what you want, but I think I nailed it. This looks like a perfect way to transport trees to me. It's like camouflage for my tractor and everything. You get perfect shade your whole trip. You might hit the light post a couple times, but no big deal. I'm sure the bridge won't be a problem. Yeah, no problem at all. It fits perfect. Cars driving by, no problem. Just a little scratch. It'll buff right out. School bus turned just in time. Only the kid in the back got hit. He'll be fine though. Okay. That was that car's fault that I'm stuck now. Oh, how do I get out of here? Oh, it's hooked on that tree. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see. What if we push us out? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, come on. I mean, say what you will, but that was just pure skill if you ask me. Are we free? Are we free? We're free. See? No problems at all. And there we are. Safely at our destination. 10 out of 10 would recommend this strat. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow for more tips and tricks when it comes to forestry. Alright, let's see how much I got us. We're at 33,000. Up to 39. Another 7,000. So pretty good. We're almost 40,000. And I think it is time for a lunch break. Get my lunch box back here. Alright, that was a good lunch break. Let's get back home. Let's get those logs, or the limbs that we have left, cleaned up. And we might call that good enough for today. Fast forward and see where we're at with things. Alright, and I think that will be our last trip for today. And we'll go ahead and get fast forwarding. See how much products we get in a day. See if we get enough to do the first phase of our house. So we're at 38. Takes us up to 44. So another good load. Cool. Well then let's go ahead and fast forward. And, well actually before we fast forward, let's return all of our leased equipment. And go from there. Alright, it is October. And by the way, it looks beautiful. Now let's go see what we were able to produce overnight. I see stuff. That's a good sign. Wow, there's quite a bit here. So these are planks. Oh, wood chips. Planks long. Planks. Wood beams. Alright. Wow, they're spread out everywhere. It's kind of annoying, but that's okay. Oh man. So we've definitely got... That's 1,000 liters of planks. So we've definitely got enough to do the first phase of our house, as well as sell some stuff. Now, do I need to go get some pallet force? I think I do. I don't think these are going to work too well. I mean, they might work on like the long planks and stuff like that, but otherwise, I think these will not work great. So we might be buying some pallet forks, as well as leasing or buying a trailer to transport all of this stuff. Let's see if we can even get this. Oh man, this is kind of tight. We might be needing something to get in here a little easier too. Okay. Let's just go get some pallet forks. Alright, we're back at the store. Let's get these bought. Might as well buy them. We'll need them. And then we'll go ahead and drop this off here just for now. It's fine. Pick these up. And then we are about to make some money because we've got plenty of stuff to sell. So I think I might look at... Oh boy. Not this again. Not this again. Give me a second. We'll get it. There we go. I think we might look at buying a trailer as well. Flatbed trailers. 20,000. That's not bad, actually. Alright, I think we're going to just go ahead and buy it. Takes our money down to 40,000, but I don't know how much money we're about to make, but we're about to make some money, so hopefully that wasn't a bad decision. We'll find out momentarily. Alright, let's pull down here and take a right this time. Oop. Over this fancy little bridge. Super cool. And let's find a good spot to park this for us to load it up. Where would a good spot be? Maybe right through here, and then just right there. Sure. Now let's see if we can get some of these pulled out. I think if I come from this end over here, then maybe I can just work my way into the barn. We'll see if we have enough room. It's a little tight. Yikes. New plan. Let's just do a little pushing over there. Push, 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 push. Now we've got some room. Can we get some from the side now? Yeah. little unorthodox, but hey, that's what we're all about here. Alright, so let's lower that. Zoom in a little bit so I can see a little better. There we go. Can we get both? We're strong enough? Yes. And there is 1,000 liters of both planks and wood beams. So now we need to find some plank logs, or planks long, and I think we'll go ahead and take a trip up to our house because that's what we need for phase 1. And there we go. Let's find out where some planks long. Right here? Yes. So maybe we can just grab this one from the side after I lift up my forks. Okay, here we go. First try. No problems. Zoom it in. Let's close that. Yep. Oh yeah. Totally not a problem. Zoom out a little bit again. And I mean, that's got to be the best stacking job you've ever seen. I mean, that's phenomenal. Let's get it back home and see what happens. Alright, pulling in to our house. We'll get these dropped off, and I assume if it's like the roller coaster in 22, you drop it off and then it takes a little time for it to actually use it. That was a cool sound. But we'll see. Let's see what it says. Oh, you can hear the construction noise. Yeah, so it shows that we have everything in storage. Alright, let's scoot back a little bit. That's a little loud. So I assume if we fast forward a little bit, maybe we would start to see some things go down. Yep. And do we see progress? Wow, it actually goes really fast. I expected it to take like a whole day, but it looks like it might not take that long. But it looks like you don't see progress until that phase is done. Let's see. Because I'm curious. Hopefully it does change after each stage. 4, 3, 2, 1, and no difference. Well, that's a little disappointing. Oh well. I'm sure eventually things will start to change. So it looks like now we need cement bags, planks long, and wood beams. We do have the planks and wood beams. We could go ahead and get those over here. And then how do you even make cement bags? With the cement factory, apparently, which you use stones to create cement bags. Interesting. So we would have to plow up our field or something. Do they have a small cement factory? Because let's visit this. I don't really want to buy a big one if it's super expensive. Yeah, 370,000. So do they have a small cement factory that we could build? I do not see a cement factory in here as an option, so does that mean we are stuck until we can buy our own cement factory for 370,000? I think it does. Well, goody. Huh. Again, we don't really have room on our field to put one, so we just have to buy this one. Alright then. Well, I guess we know what we need next is a cement factory. This morning before I started the recording, I took a little time to clean up some limbs that were spread around our property, and decided to bring them up before we got started with loading all of this stuff that we've already produced. I was curious how much was left in our production facility because we didn't look at the end of last episode. So we do still have 13,000 liters, which is cool, which means we have more to produce without even having to add anything. But we do have some to add, so let's see how much that gets us. Okay, so I was looking for the icon for selling, and it looks like they have moved it. It used to be up there. So in case you're wondering, I believe it is this one down here now, which is more convenient for sure. But I did not know what was going on for a second. There we go. Took us up to 21,000. So it's actually quite a bit left lying around at our farm. But we've got that all over here now. So let's start loading up our beams, planks long, wood chips, and see where we can sell them. Actually, I guess we'll probably start by taking what we need for the next phase of our house over first. Now, I don't remember exactly what we needed. I know it was 2,000 of one thing and 1,000 of the other, so I'll probably just put 2,000 of each on there, besides the wood chips, obviously, and see what that does for us. But I won't make you watch me load all of these, so I will bring you back when we are back at our farm. Alright, pulling back into the farm. Got 2,000 of each, and I feel like I did a pretty good job of loading those on there. Now let's see what we need. We need 2,000 planks long and 1,000 wood beams. Alright, let's get those then. The planks longs and the wood beams. So here's our wood beams. Let's get these unstrapped. We only need 1,000 of these. So I think we'll leave the other one on there, and we'll sell it so we can make as much money as possible here. Okay. See if we can get these. Here we go. That was odd, but took it. Sweet, starting to go. You hear the construction noise again. Now let's get these planks long. Nice and easy. Let's see if we can do this without it doing something super weird again. There we go. And one more. And there we go. So now all we need for this phase is obviously the concrete bags like we talked about in the last episode. So we're going to have to save up until we have enough money to purchase that, which is not cheap. But we're going to go find out how much money we're making off this lumber. Alright, so that took just about forever, but we got it all loaded up. You can see our numbers on the right there, how much we've got of each. 4,000 planks long, 2,000 wood beams, 10,000 wood chips, and 9,000 planks. So now it's time to figure out where the best place to sell these is. Wood beams, the best price is the playground. Okay. For planks, the best is the playground as well. And for planks long, looks like playground. So let's go see what the playground will take. I assume they won't take everything, but we'll find out. Alright, so I tagged it on our map, and as you can see in the bottom right, it says it's 1,300 meters away, so not super close, but we'll get over there and see if we can make some money. We got a rope place. Very cool. More water. This map is pretty cool looking, man. There's the water tower we've seen in the videos. Very cool. Sorry, school bus. Guess you should have been patient. Alright, pulling into the playground. Let's see what this place is all about. Slow down here. Right at the edge of the map. That's crazy. Okay. Bit of a windy road. Alright. And there's the drop-off point right there. Very cool. Got a little boat. Pretty sure I've played on a boat almost exactly like that before growing up. And if we unstrap, how much money are we going to make? Doesn't take the wood chips, but we made $30,000 basically. Not horrible. I was maybe hoping for a little bit more, but that's not bad. That's a day's work too, so if we do that whenever we need some quick cash, yeah, that'll be good for us. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Alright, let's find out where we can sell these wood chips. Alright, looks like there's a place very close, 300 meters away, that we can get these sold at. So we'll just take a quick trip over there. And we won't make a lot of money. Probably, I don't know, $3,000 or something. But we'll see. That's my guess. Drop your comments in below. How much do you think we're going to make off these wood chips? Hey, first time I've flipped a tractor in Farm Sim 25. It's bound to happen eventually, I guess. Okay. Got ourselves up. Now what happens if I reconnect to this? I probably flip over again. Oh, can I reconnect? Yeah. This is much worse. Can we use our arm? Well, did something. Are we up? Did we do it? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, that was fun. Guess we do still have to be a little careful around some turns. I will say, I do think the tractors are far less tippable than they used to be. But obviously, still possible if you're as good as me, that is. Okay, do we just pull in here? Just drop that there, maybe. Actually, maybe I should. Oh, yeah. There you go. 3,132. Pretty good. Pretty close guess on my part. Cool. So we've got a little bit of cash again, but still a long ways away from the cement factory. But that's alright. We'll get there in time. We did add a bunch of wood again to our production facility, so should have another 30,000 next month. Or however much we sold, 30, 40,000, as long as prices don't go crazy on me. So that's good. Let's get back to our farm and see what we want to do for the rest of today. Alright, we are back to our farm, and if you did not catch the first episode of this playthrough, I did mention that the crops and stuff that we're going to be doing on this playthrough are going to be based off of things that my grandparents have actually grown, and those were going to be green beans, corn, peas, and then we were going to get some greenhouses and do tomatoes and lettuce. Right now we only have $73,000, and this field is not super large, so we're not making a lot of money off of this field, and we don't have enough money to like buy the equipment that we would need to harvest, plant. We do have a sprayer that we can use for fertilizing and herbiciding and stuff. Anyways, my point is we're kind of a long ways away before we're ready to do some big crops, and I think a good way for us to make some money in the meantime is to keep up our lumber production, but I think it would make sense for us to look at getting some greenhouses. Like I said, they had lettuce and tomatoes that they grew. So I think if we went ahead and got some greenhouses going, we could be making some money, and all we have to get in order to keep this up is a water tank. We've got water right here. Surely we can find a place to fill up. So yeah, I think we're going to pick a greenhouse. And it looks like we can put it right here without damaging too much of our field. We already did a little bit with our house, so I think this is going to be great. Get us a little more income, and there we go. I'll probably go ahead and do... We did go ahead and do the biggest one, which took us down to 19,000, but we know we're going to get some more cash tomorrow. So I think this is okay. So let's go ahead and do some landscaping real quick, and then we will figure out what we want to do with this field. Alright, we got some landscaping done. I think that makes this field usable again. Now, I think the cheapest thing for us to get into out of those crops, if we were going to put it on the field, is the corn. All we got to do is lease the harvester and a corn header, which is a lot cheaper than the green bean and pea harvesters. So I think that's what we'll look at. So when do we need to plant corn? Looks like the corn planting season is April and May. So we don't really have a lot to do this winter, except for we can keep our greenhouses populated, and we can do lumber as we feel necessary. So let's look at getting some water in these greenhouses and get some lettuce and tomatoes going. Alright, we can actually afford to buy this. I think the only other one that we can get is this one, and it's not that much more liters that it can hold. It can hold milk and stuff, but we're not planning to do animals on this run, so I think we'll stick with this one. We'll just go ahead and buy this. Start from scratch. It's okay to get some smaller equipment. So let's go get that picked up. Alright, here we are back to the farm, and I want to see if we can find access to some water on our land. We've got these drop-offs, so I'm not sure where would be a good spot. On our land or close by at least. So I'm going to look around, and if I find something, I'll show you. Alright, I think I found a spot. Not far at all. It's not technically on our property, but our neighbors said it's fine if we drive over here and go down to the water. It's just right down here. I think we can get in here. We'll find out. I know we can get in. The question is, can we get back out? So let's just back up until we see a refill. Come on. Oh boy. We're getting close to the... Oh, come on. There we go. Refill. Now, will our tractor be strong enough? Surely. Right? Surely. If worst case scenario, we can use the forks. I've done that in real life. If you get stuck, you can get out of a lot of places if you use your forks properly. And especially an excavator. If you get an excavator stuck, you shouldn't be in an excavator probably. That's not entirely true. There are some situations where it is just very difficult not to get stuck, but in general. Alright, let's see how much this takes. I assume it probably takes a couple loads, but we'll see. Alright, took all of that. Let's go inside. Let's go ahead and get them started, and then we will see how much they can actually hold too. These look so good. Alright, let's see. Manage productions. Large, yes, we want to make lettuce. And tomatoes. Perfect. It looks like we can hold 40,000 liters. Okay, so it can take quite a bit, but hopefully that lasts for a while. And it's not something that we have to do every month. Looky there. Lettuce and tomatoes. Very cool. Let's get a few more loads, get this thing populated, and go from there. Alright, second load going in, and I will say I am glad that we found a place close by, because refilling greenhouses is not my favorite thing in the world to do, but could be worse. The fact that it's close by makes it a lot more bearable, so get a few more loads in there. And number 3. Now, eventually I probably will get a second greenhouse, and then we'll just have one dedicated to lettuce and 1 dedicated to tomatoes, but I'm good with this for the start. I think that's a good way to start. We'll get some passive income. Well, we'll see if we do passive or if we actually sell it at peak months. I am tempted just to do it as passive income and just let it sell directly. I guess I should determine that pretty quick here because right now it is set up on one or the other. I'm not sure which one. I'll think about it. Alright, number 4 is going in. Now let's take a look. So they are storing right now. Let's look and see how much the swing is. Like if it's worth saving it. Okay, it's about $100 for the tomatoes. And then the lettuce is... oh, quite a bit. It's about $300. But I am still tempted because most of the time it'll be in the middle. And it's just a lot of work to load them up with the forks and everything. So, yeah, I think we're just going to let them sell directly. Comment down below if you think I'm making a bad choice. There we go. Let's get it filled up now. Should be getting close. I didn't look at how much water was in there. A little over halfway. Cool. And there's number 4. Now, we are low on money. We have $1,000 left. Almost 2,000. But I don't think we're in a bad place. We've got guaranteed money. Free money, basically. With our greenhouse now. All we have to do is water it, which we own the trailer, so we're not spending money there. And then we have basically money whenever we need it with the sawmill. We can put as much as we want in there, and we can make at least 30,000. I can't remember if it was 30 or 40,000 that we made. But at any rate, we can make at least 30,000 per month if we need it. So I think we're in an okay place. I think the next thing we'll do is... I don't know if I want to save up for the cement factory or get another field. We'll think about it. But one of those two things will be our next step. Either buying another field or cement factory. I mean, we do have some equipment we need to buy. We'll probably buy a cheap seeder or planter for the corn. And eventually we'll get a harvester. Probably just go ahead and buy a cheap harvester too pretty soon, just because these are kind of small fields. Well, we only have the one right now, so those are kind of the next steps we're looking at. But right now, I'm happy with where this is ending up. Alright, and it is filled, so we'll just leave this parked somewhere around here. And we'll just leave it right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward then, because we know we're not planting until next year. We already have some wood in the sawmill. We're all populated, so let's go ahead and fast forward and see how much money we make from our greenhouses and see how much we produce at our sawmill. So, between loan interest and everything else, production costs and everything, we only made $200, but that is kind of a good thing. You know what? We just fast forwarded and we made enough from our greenhouse alone to pay for our loans. So, that's really good. By the way, the rain on this greenhouse looking out there, that looks awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and visit our sawmill. Alright, here we are at the sawmill. We did use all of our material that we had in here, but we made a bit of stuff here. Got some little bit of everything. Now, I should probably go ahead and adjust this and turn off like the planks and planks long and just do wood beams, because I think those are the most profitable. And right now we don't need anything specific for our house because we're waiting on the concrete. So maybe from now on until we get to the next phase, we'll just do some wood beams. Try to make as much money as possible, and it'll be easier to grab it all when it's all one thing. If I can just come in here and pick up a whole line of stuff, it'll be a lot easier. So yeah, I think we're happy with that. Pretty good start. Oh, look at that fog over the water. Let's go take a peek at that. That's pretty cool. The weather in this game sure does look a lot better. And it sounds good too. And check it out, people. We have a foundation. We did the first phase, and when we completed it, nothing really changed. I was a little disappointed, but we restarted the game, or fast forwarded or something, and now we have a foundation. So that's really cool. I was really hoping that you would see progress as you completed different things, and it looks like that is the case. As you can see, we're still missing the cement bags for the next phase. That's what we're saving up for now. But before we fast forward anymore, I think we're going to go ahead and unload what we have at our sawmill, get that sold, and see how much money we make from that. And then I think this episode we're going to look at something we haven't done in any of our playthroughs yet, and that is contracts. I've seen some other creators making videos and stuff, and the contracts are different than they ever have been, and they look really cool. There's some really interesting ones, so we might take a look at that since we're low on money, and that would just help us with some leasing costs that we're going to have when it comes time to planting this field in corn, like we've talked about, as well as harvest and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have to lease that equipment as well. So if we do some contracts, depending on how much money we make, we'll see if we want to do leases this year or if we want to buy some of it. We'll see. But we'll get over to the sawmill and see what we got over there. Here we are. Let's find a good place to park this, and we'll get these all loaded. And then once we do that, we will see where we can find the best place to sell all of this. We'll see if it's the playground again or if it's something else. So I won't make you watch me load all of this up. We'll get it loaded. Go from there. Alright, all loaded up. Let's get it attached, and then let's see where the best place to sell all of this is. Let's see if we can get these belts. There we go. Planks long is the playground. Planks is the playground. And I assume that beams are the same. So let's just go back to the playground again and get these sold. Makes me wonder if the playground's always going to be the highest. If that's the case, no problem. We know where it is, and we don't have to keep track and look every time. But we'll look again the next few times just to make sure that that is the best place to sell them. And we'll go from there. Back at the playground, and let's see how much we get from this. Last time we got 30,000. I think this will be a little bit less. Not as big of a load, but let's find out. Nope, 30,000 again. Must be at a good price. Cool. Well, let's get these locked down, and we'll get those sold where we can sell some wood chips. Let's find out where the best place to do that is. Wood chips right here. Best place is... well, we're not going to go to Golden Crest Valley. So the next best is Animal Dealer. Okay, let's tag this place, and we will get headed over there. Okay, cool. I actually wasn't sure where the Animal Dealer was. As you can see, our farm is just to the right, the other side of this bridge, and the Animal Dealer is right here. So that's really convenient. When I tagged it, it was a little ways away, so I was afraid that it's going to be kind of inconvenient going there and then trying to go back home, but it's on the way. Right beside it, at least, so no big deal at all. Let's see how much we get here. Apparently that's not where we sell it. Is it this one over here? Let's circle around. Might be that one. That doesn't look like the right place. No. Okay, we lost one. Alright, so that doesn't seem to be the right place to sell it, so I guess we'll circle around and see if we can find other places to try, if I can make this turn. There we go. Where else do we have? There's a spot here. Are you it? Let's get these unstrapped. No. Okay. And then this looks like it's slurry. Like this is where you would pick up slurry and manure, I would think. Yeah, that's what I thought. Did I just have to push something while I was sitting over there? That would be embarrassing. Do that. No. I don't see anything I need to push. Well, maybe we'll find somewhere else to sell it. Alright, we can't seem to get that one to work. We marked the next closest place, which also happened to be the next best price. So we'll get over there and see if we can get it to sell there. Okay, take 2 on getting these sold. Hopefully this one works no problem. Pull in and unstrap. There we go. 2,000 bucks plus 800, 2,800 bucks. Was it worth the trip? I don't know. But it's done now, so let's go ahead and get back to the shop and let's look at some contracts. Alright, so taking a look at the contracts here, and I think we're going to borrow the items for this contract and do it. And it's a big contract, it'll take a little while, but my plan, what I'm thinking is I'll get an AI worker to do this, and while that's going, we will lease some tree cutting equipment again and do some more of that and try to get our sawmill repopulated again so we can look at further expanding the farm here in the near future. So let's see, where's this guy going? 76 is all the way down in the bottom. Not too hard to get to though, just follow this road all the way there. Alright, just got up to the field here, get this thing unfolded, and this is a big cultivator. So honestly, it probably won't even take that long to do this field, which is nice, but again, it's not that big of a deal because we are going to use the AI worker while we're doing some lumber. The lumber takes us a little while, so this shouldn't be bad at all. So we'll let this guy get going, and let's figure out what equipment we want to lease. Alright, I am looking at the equipment, and I think I want to try this thing. It would be a little bit faster than driving our tractor back and forth, and it wouldn't be a separate trailer or anything, so it might be a little smoother. Maybe more powerful arm, not sure. Now it does cost 11,000 to lease, but we know we make at least 30,000, and I think we could even make a little bit more. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna try it. Maybe we'll hate it, maybe we'll love it. We'll see. And while I'm thinking about it, in the last episode, I did change our production facility to only doing wood beams, but I think I want to go ahead and do the prefab walls. I think they sell for more, and they produce less, so it'll be faster to get those loaded up and sold. So I want to try that right now while we're waiting on cement for our next building phase for our house. We're going to try that. Okay, this thing steers a little weird, but we'll get used to it. Okay, back on the farm, and I was looking, I wanted to see if we have any kind of straighter long trees, and I think this orange one right here will do. So let's go ahead and get this cut, chopped up into little pieces, and see how we like our new piece of machinery. Alright, we got it down. Now let's see if we can get some of these limbs cut off. Yeah, that'll be nice. See if we can get one semi-straight piece. There we go. And can we get this? Yeah. Very good. And maybe here. Alright, we got quite a bit of that stuff cut off. I want to pull this up next to it and see how long it is, so that way we know how short we should cut this. Right there should give us a good idea. So let's... Yeah, that's pretty well lined up. So I'm thinking if we do it right here, that should work pretty good. Alright, there we go. Now let's see, do we get into this separately? Enter vehicle... Unfold truck, maybe? Okay, and then it moves you in there once you unfold it. That's kind of cool, you can see yourself in there. Alright, I assume this operates very similarly to the other. Yep, we can extend it. Very good. And rotate the same way. Yep. Go down. Okay. Grab it. And are we strong enough to lift this? Looks like we're doing okay. I want that as high as we can. That as high as we can lift. Okay. And then can we come... Oh boy. Well, it's kind of working in a weird way. Alright, let's let go and see what happens. Can we swing around and hit it? And swing. And look at there. Not too bad. A little awkward. Doesn't seem like it lifts high enough. Is there something I'm doing wrong? I don't see any way to change that, so... Alright. We'll go with it. See if we can get some more in there. Okay, got that lifted nice and easy. And we could lift this one a lot higher, so I'm guessing maybe it was a weight thing that was preventing us from doing that with the other one. Because this should work just fine. Maybe we can get that big limb cut off there. Let's see if we can get this centered here. Twist it. And release. Sweet. Let's see if we can get that cut real quick. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright, I think that is about as full as we can get this. So you can see we got most of the big stuff, but there'll be at least one more load of smaller stuff. Oh boy. Hold on. We should probably fold this up a little bit. There we go, that's better. And no matter how hard I try, I just can't get all of these limbs off and get it clean. As you can see, my stacking is actually pretty good. I just can't get those limbs cut down any smaller, so it still kind of looks crazy. But is what it is. We'll get it over to our sawmill and see how much wood this gives us. It should be a lot because we got some really thick trunks in there, so hopefully it's good. As you can see, our contract is up to 58%, so it's going pretty quick, pretty smooth, and we'll just keep an eye on that and see if we have time for another or if we only get the one. And here we are. We'll go ahead and park this here. Contract is 60% complete. Very good. Alright, let's see what we get. 13,000 liters just from that one load. That's pretty good. Actually, let me look at that again. So our wood beams are at 994. I should probably activate them real quick and let them spawn one wood beam, and then we can deactivate it. Actually, I might just go ahead and fast forward and let it do that real quick. And there we go. Should I do the same with the planks? Maybe. Yeah, let's do it with the planks too. Just because they're really close. And instead of wasting that wood or just letting it sit in there, we'll get the money from it real quick. And there we go. That should be good. We still have 13,000, like I said. And we've got one plank, one wood beam, and now the rest will be going towards our prefab walls, which should hopefully make us some good money. Contract's at 69%. We'll see if we can get everything loaded up on this real quick before that finishes, and see if we can get fast forwarded to the next month and see what we make. Okay, we were able to get that loaded quite quickly. Our contract still has a little bit of work left, but that should be the rest of that tree. Hopefully it gets us close to 20,000 liters. Not quite 16,000, but you know, that should get us a little ways. We'll see how much that gets us. Now the question is, I think I was going to stop doing forestry for today once that contract finished. So the question is, should we keep this equipment until next month, or should we return it and then lease it again when we need it? I think I'll probably do a little bit more lumber next month, and so it'd probably just be worth us keeping it leased right now. What I'm thinking is maybe we can do some contracts just to cover our leasing cost. Like the contract we're doing right now is 12,000. Cost us 11,000 to lease this. That works out really nicely, and then we can just take all of our lumber as profit. And like I said in the last episode, our greenhouses are covering our loan costs, so I think that's a good way for us to go about this. So we'll keep it for this month, and we'll use it again next month. Got a little stuck there. Hard to see pulling in that way, but yeah. As you can see, we kind of got that area cleared out. That tree is good. So yeah, let's go check on our contract. It says it's 98%. Oh yeah, just about done. Started with the up downs, which is interesting, but I didn't change it, so that's on me. And there you go, contract finished. I told you I'd never done it, that's why I got that achievement. So let's go ahead and return, or not return, let's claim that. Collect $11,000. Because of our leasing cost, it was a little less than 12, like I had said, but there we go. I don't think there's anything else we want to do right now. I mean, that harvesting for 17 is cool, but we'll probably save that for next month, and we'll just be happy with the 35,000 that we have. So let's see, let's park this over here. Let's make sure our greenhouse is still good on water. Oh yeah, still got 34,000, so it's still got plenty. Cool, and we have it set to selling, so that's good to go. So I think let's go ahead and fast forward to December and see how many prefab walls we have. Alright, so it looks like we lost a little bit of money between our production costs, but not too bad. So let's go ahead and visit our sawmill. Alright, here we are. How many do we have? 2 sets of prefab walls, and then the other 2 things that we have. We do still have some wood in here, which is good. We didn't run out. Now obviously that wasn't a whole day, that was like half a day of production, so maybe we would get 4 on a normal day. But let's see, how much do prefab walls sell for, and where do they sell for? Do we want to go ahead and sell them this month, or wait? Alright, prefab walls sell for $5,000 at a good price, and it looks like the Grain Elevator Museum is actually for $5,500 right now. So let's go ahead and tag that place. Let's get these loaded up and let's go sell them. Alright, we're all loaded up and don't look like it's too far away. Let's see, do we just take this road down? Yeah, I think we have to take this road, and then it looks like we gotta cross the river and right across the bridge. So we'll get driven over there real quick and see how much money we make. I don't know if they take the beams and the planks, but we'll find out. Oh, looky here. This is the thing that I believe you can rebuild this if you buy it. That's cool. Oh, I just lost the wood beams. One second. As I was saying, I think you can rebuild this place if you buy it, which is cool. Might be a series we do eventually, because that thing is massive. But let's see if they take all of this stuff. I would assume so, but we'll find out. Together. Yep, all of it. $15,000. That makes sense. Should have been about 11,000 from the prefab walls. Hopefully we make a lot more from that with a full day of production on that. So let's go ahead and get this taken back to our fields, and let's see if there's any contracts that we want to take advantage of today to cover our leasing costs for our forestry equipment, because we're going to want to get that sawmill populated one more time for the year. Alright, it looks like we have only two options here. One for deadwoods, which I'm not really interested in that, and then we have a wood transport one. It's not for a lot of money, but it is using the exact same piece of equipment we already have leased, so I think we might just accept this contract and make a little bit of money. It won't cover our leasing costs completely, but it'll be enough to help ease the pain a little bit, and then we'll just make some more money from our sawmill. So I think we're going to go ahead and accept this contract without borrowing the items. So now, in my previous episodes, I did think that if I had more uniform logs, I would get better at this. So I guess now we're going to find out if that's actually the case, or if I'm just bad at this no matter what. This will be the moment of truth. If you are joining today for the first time, I want to say welcome, and then I also want to say a special thank you to everybody who has supported the channel so far. We did, if you have been looking at the community posts, we did just cross over 100 subscribers on the channel. Super thankful for that. Super appreciative of everybody who has supported me so far. And I actually got a big announcement video coming on Friday. So you'll definitely want to make sure you stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. So far, I am distracted, but it is going a little bit better, and it's a lot easier to see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, I guess I could have done better. Can I just push it down? We'll be okay with that. I think we can get it all in here. I won't make you watch me do all of this, but I'll get this loaded up and we'll go from there. And there we go. Is it perfect? No, but it's on there. So where are we supposed to take this thing? Does it show me on the map? All the way over there. Okay. Which is pretty simple. Just follow this road. Alright. I will bring you back once we get over there. And here we are pulling up to our destination. Let's see if we can find where we're supposed to drop these off. Hopefully it's obvious, like this place right here. Let's unstrap. Maybe I go over and hit this now. Sell wood. And there we go. Wood transport completed. So let's go into our contracts here. I don't even remember how much this contract was for. Oh, that's a new one. I was about to say. Okay. $3,300. Collect that. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of cash for leasing this piece of equipment. Now, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and go back to our farm, and we're going to pay the leasing cost for this for a couple more months. We're going to go ahead and get to the point where we are ready to plant our corn in our field, and we'll get that going and see what else we want to do while that's getting planted. Alright, it is April, which means it is time to plant our corn. Luckily, we had enough water in our greenhouse to fast forward all that time. We will have to refill it now. But first things first, we're going to get this field planted with some corn. So let's see what kind of planting options we have. Alright, so I think we're going to lease equipment instead of buying right now. And I think we're going to be looking at these ones that have the direct seeding, so we don't have to do the cultivating before. So it's this one, and then these two. And since we're just leasing, we'll just go ahead and take this cheap one. Still $6,000 to lease it, but we'll go ahead and do that because I think to lease a couple of small cultivators and planters, it would just take more time and everything like that. So we're going to do this. So we'll go ahead and get back to the shop and get this picked up. Alright, here we are, bought our seed and fertilizer. We'll go ahead and get that filled up. Okay, so you have to unfold and open in order to refill the seeder, and oh boy, it only takes 312 liters. So either it's not going to take a lot, or we're going to be refilling quite often. I guess we'll find out here shortly. I only bought 2 things of fertilizer. Hopefully that's enough. Should be. It's not a big field, so. Alright, let's get this back to our field then and see what happens. Alright, we made it down to the field. I want to do the first headland real quick by myself, just to make sure everything's okay around this area right here, where we changed things a little bit. Just make sure the GPS has that all figured out. It does look like it mapped it properly, which is very cool. I accidentally went off the course. That's my fault. Alright, cool. Well, I'll do this headland real quick, and then we'll hand this off to an AI. Okay, let's make sure we have them start with the headlands. Hopefully they can figure it out from here, where we started off. While he's figuring that out, what I want to do is look and see if there's any other contracts that we can be doing while that is being done. We got another wood transport. I don't really want to do that, or dead wood, because I want to be doing some lumber on our own. So let's go ahead and do this one. It's not a very profitable one. By the time we borrow equipment, it's going to be less than $1,000, but that's okay. We are going to take it and, oops, wrong button, sorry. Continue. There we go. We're going to accept that, and we're going to get this contract done, and then we'll probably bring this guy over to our farm if he beats our planter. And we'll go ahead and get some water put back in our greenhouse with this tractor. I think we should be able to do that, even though it's not our tractor. It's not actual field work, so it should allow it. So where are we going? Field 26 is just up behind us. The best way to get there, I guess, would be to go this way. Okay, and here we are. So we'll go ahead and get this unfolded, and we'll just hand this one off to a worker as well. That way we can get to work on some lumber on our field, or on our property, I guess I should say. So let's see, 1 headland should be fine. Let's start with the headlands and go for it. Okay, now that he's going, we'll just make sure that that percentage keeps going up. Make sure this guy's doing alright. Even if he's missing a little bit, we can always clean that up later. But it looks like he's doing pretty good. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so while he's doing that, let's go find which trees we want to cut. I actually already know which ones I want to cut down. And it's these ones, because I have this driveway. But every time I try to pull in here, can't see anything because the trees block your line of sight. So we're going to cut these down. Okay, looks like we finished our contract here. So like I said, before we um, accept this contract, we're going to go ahead and bring this tractor back to our farm, and we'll use him unless we get done with the planting before we get our tree stuff done. Actually, I think that's going to happen. Let's just go ahead and accept this contract. And it looks like another hoeing contract just came up. We'll go ahead and accept this one too. We'll borrow the items again. Might as well. We've got the time. So we'll get this guy taken to his field. And we'll keep working on our field. This one is right close by, which is nice. It'll take us any time at all to get over there. And here it is. Same piece of machinery. I don't think we could have used it from the other contract though. I think they're pretty picky about that, so had to go ahead and switch to this contract's equipment, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and make sure this is how we want it. Change it back to headlands first. Looks pretty good. Let's let them do 2 headlands. Why not? There we go. Make sure that percentage is going up like I said on the other one. And you're doing pretty good. Cool. Now we have 4 massive trees that we cut down. So it's going to take a little while. I think I'll probably go ahead and take this first load up though. First load of the day. Let's see how much wood that gives us. While we're here, I'm curious to see how many prefab walls we have. And there we go, 7,000 liters. Not too bad. Let's take a peek up here. See if we've got any money laying around. Oh yeah, we got a couple. Only 2. I don't remember how much these sell for. But now I'm curious. Prefab walls sell for about 5,000. So, got 10,000 there. If we need it, we can cash that in. But for now, let's make some more. Let's go get some more wood over here. Look at this guy. Got the field planted. I think I see one small spot up in the corner there that he missed. Let's see what we got. Yep. No problem. We just finished the contract as well. Very good. Now let's go ahead and unload this before we return our lease. Before I do that, I was kind of hoping a planting contract would come up. Doesn't look like... What is that? Ted grass? No. Nothing yet, so let's go ahead and unload it, and we won't get rid of it yet. We will wait till the end of the day, and then maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a contract. Go ahead and get this guy folded up. Don't really need to, but we're going to. And we'll turn in this contract. Collect, thank you. What is this one? Dry the mown grass on the field with a tedder. Just ted it? Sure, I can get an AI worker to do that. So let's borrow those items. We've got lots of wood that we can be transporting, so might as well do as many of these contracts as we can. We got a lot of stuff we want to buy. We want to buy that cement production facility, and we want to expand our fields. We want to buy some equipment for our fields. So lots of stuff to buy. Might as well make as much money as we can. Also, I love that the tedder is literally bigger than this thing. And here we are at this beautifully freshly cut field. How big is this tedder? Oh, decent size. Okay, let's set up our AI worker here. Also, am I the only one who feels like Guido from Cars? I can't be. Alright, let's see. That looks good. Go for it. See what you can do. And there he goes. Cool. Let's get back to moving some wood. Alright, got another load up here. I think it's a little bit bigger than our first one. Let's see if it's more than 7,000. Holy cow. 26. That was almost 20,000 liters. Okay, I was right. It was a little bit bigger. And we still have like 3 trees left to transport. maybe 2.5, but still, we got quite a bit of wood. That'll be good. Hopefully it's enough to populate this thing for 2 full months or something like that. So we can get quite a bit of prefab walls, quite a bit of money. You know, sometimes when you're playing Farming Simulator 25, you have the thought, can I do something? And sometimes it's a good idea when that thought enters your head to think, should I do that thing? Like, for example, when a thought comes into your head, can I transport a whole tree without cutting it up at all? You should ask yourself, should I do this? But actually, you don't have to. I can answer that for you. You definitely should not do that. Yeah, don't ask how I got that here, but yeah, just PSA, don't do that. How much wood did we get? 48,000 total. Well, at least that's good news. Also on the bright side, my driveway is getting much clearer. Just a little bit left to pick up here. Our contract's still at 79%. We still got time. Alright, got our last load here for the day. Should get us well over 50,000. Let's see. 54,000. Very good. Contract's almost done. I think we will go ahead and return this lease. And then we will lease it again when we need more wood in there. In our sawmill, that is. So let's get this returned and check on our contract. Alright. You can stop. The contract is completed. Let's go ahead and accept that. Collect. Yep. And what else do we got? We got another hoeing one and a plowing one. The plowing one does not look worthwhile. This one is only $200 after after you lease the equipment. That one actually costs more to lease the equipment than you get paid. That's neat. Seems really worthwhile. Do we do this for the $200? Sure. Well, why not? We have time because we still need to fill up our greenhouse, so why not? Make a couple $100. Now, I want to try something. If I just hop out of here and come here and click create job, field work, yes. Target position, where is it? Where's the field that we're doing the contract on? Field 5 here. So if I click that and then click right there, will he go and actually do the field work himself? Start job, hit Z. So if I click that and then I hit Z, what's he doing? He is driving over there, so let's give him a second. We'll go ahead and start refilling our greenhouse, and we'll see if that contract starts going up. See if he does that by himself. If he does, that would be awesome, because then you don't even have to take the time to drive the AI worker to the field. So you make that money that much easier. We'll see if it works. I'm looking on my map, and it looks like he's stuck. Let's get this unloading and see what he's doing. Are you stuck? You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. What more do you need from me? You know, I had a horse once that was scared to cross a bridge. Is that your deal? It's okay. It'll hold you. Look, I can jump. It'll hold the weight. I promise. You can do it. Alright, let's see if I cross the bridge myself, if we can get this figured out. Will you do it now? There we go. Godspeed. Good help these days. Hard to find. Hey, check that out. It's a little bit of work at first getting it set up, but it looks like the percentage, well, it went up 1%. Are we doing anything? There we go, 2%. Yeah, it's working. I think it was just having some weird collision bug with the bridge or something like that, but that's pretty nice. That's a really nice feature that they added. Or maybe it was always in Farming Simulator 22 and I just didn't know about it, but that's super cool. Alright, our contract is completed, so we will probably say that's good enough for the water here. How much is in here? 36,000, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll last a few months. Let's get you turned off and get you accepted. Okay, collect. Ooh, that's a good size fertilizing contract. Yeah, we're gonna accept it. Hopefully 1 bag of fertilizer is enough. If not, I can buy more, but I would really like to not have to come back to the shop. Where are we going? Oh, all the way in the top right corner. You know what? Let's see if we can get him to do it by himself again. I already forgot about that. We come here, create job, field work correct. Let's pick this location because it'll probably come up here. So we'll say right somewhere around there. Sure, and then we click Z. And there he goes. We'll see if he does that. And in the meantime, I guess we'll go ahead and fill this up. Alright, our greenhouse is completely full now, and we've got the trailer full as well. So we'll go ahead and leave that there, and our contract still hasn't started, so let's see what's this guy up to. Okay, he is here. Now you're just confused as to where to start. That's fine. Maybe I put you in a weird spot. I'll just do this myself, and we'll get this done real quick like. Man, this thing spreads so wide. I feel like I sleep on this spreader. It's a good spreader. I always think that sprayer that I use is really good, but I think it only goes up to 24 meters. This is 42 meters, so quite a bit, almost double, so yeah, I think I'm sleeping on it. Alright, good news is headlands are done. We are 86% done with the contract, and we still have half of the bag that we bought left, so should have plenty of fertilizer to get this done, which is very nice. Contract finished. Very good. So let's go ahead and accept that. Do you still get reimbursed for fertilizer that's left in there? I don't know. The mission was collected. Okay. Doesn't look like it. So we might have like wasted a little bit of fertilizer there, but that's alright. Still made some money. And I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the next month and see how much prefab walls we have. Alright, here's our first look at our corn, which is awesome. Obviously we've got some weeds that we'll have to figure out how we want to take care of. I don't really want to spray it. Oh shoot, I forgot to return our planter. Bummer. Anyways, we'll look at least in something to fix that. But first, let's go check out our production facility at our sawmill. Alright, here we are. How many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only made 3 in that time, but that's alright. We still have 41,000 liters of wood. That's awesome. So we can make quite a bit more. Very cool. Today we are going to be working on getting our field prepped again. It is ready to get weeds taken care of, some fertilizing done, stuff like that. We have herbicide because last time we treated this field, it was past a state where we could use like a hoe or a weeder to take care of the weeds, so we had to use the herbicide. But I don't really want to do that this time if we can help it, so we'll look at getting something to take care of these that won't penalize us like the herbicide will. But while we're letting our workers do this, I think we're going to go ahead and look at some contracts because, as you know, our main goal right now in this series is to build our house, and right now we are waiting on a cement factory, which is a lot of money. So we're going to need to be making some more money as we go along so that hopefully we can get to that rather quickly. This is a pretty decent contract right here for 6,000, and then we got another one for 3,000. So we might take these. Now, I'm not sure if we can use this equipment for both. I don't think so. I think we have to lease the equipment for each individual contract. So we'll go ahead and get this guy over there, and then we'll get the other guy started as well. We'll just accept them both at the same time. Let's see if we can do this trick again, where we click on it, create a job, then we want it to do field work. Yes. Where is this one going? 91, way down here. Okay, so field work, and let's target position right there maybe, and then hit Z and see if he goes. There we go. So let's go ahead and accept that other contract and do the same thing. All right. Seems like a familiar process. Go, all hooked up. Hop out. Create a job. Field 78 down here. Target position right there. Sure. And start job. Good work. Alright, cool. Now let's go check on our sprayer guy. It's probably almost done. Let's see what we got here. Turn off the weeds so we can see. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job of getting everything. Just a tiny spot missed right there, which it's a little bit of an awkward angle for them to get anyways, so not too surprising. Looks like he's getting the rest though, so we can just take over once he finishes this. There we go, and we'll just swing up here. You know, it was right around this corner of the fence area. Probably not necessary to do this, but why not? Did we get it? Got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and park this stuff again, and let's look at what we want to use to get the weeds off of our field. I actually like the equipment that we're using for both of those other fields in the contracts, so it's possible we'll just use that, but we'll see. Alright, so we have medium weeds in our field, so this is actually the only one that we can use. We do technically have enough to buy it, but I don't think that's what we want to do. I think we're just going to lease it right now because, like I said, kind of our main objective right now is getting our house built. So we're going to focus our money towards that cement factory and just do some farm work to hopefully make us some money faster as we do that. So pulling back up to our farm, and as you can see, our driveway is much clearer now because of our efforts in the last episode. If you did miss that, make sure you go back and watch it and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more episodes. But yeah, I was thinking as I was driving back that I should have leased this first and then done the contracts with this so I didn't have to lease all of that other equipment, but that's okay. That would have limited how many we could do at once and stuff like that, so we'll be okay with this for now. Let's go ahead and do 2 headlands. Just give yourself a little more room. See what he can do with that. As you can see, our contracts are going up nicely though. 25 and 52% so far. Let's see if there's anything else. I think you can have up to 3, so let's see if there's one more we want to pick up while we're still working on our own field. A $3,000 fertilizing one does not sound half bad at all. So let's go ahead and borrow these items. Okay. And looks like we only have liquid fertilizer here, so we'll have to buy some solid fertilizer. That's okay. We'll just buy 1 bag. Hopefully that's enough. I would assume so. It's not a huge field, but we'll find out. If we have to drive back, not the end of the world, just a little annoying. Alright, since this is our 3rd contract and we've got an AI doing our field work, I'll just go ahead and drive this one and do the work myself, save ourselves a little bit of money, and do it that way. Might be able to get a couple fertilizing done before the weeding's done at our field. Oh boy, oh boy. I didn't do that. That was... sorry. That one was your fault. Oh my... okay. Everything just wants to get in my way on this trip. Alright, here we are. Looks like you got some weeds too there, pal. But it's alright. We'll get this done for you. Let's do it by ourselves. Yep, that should be great. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Lock in. I think I say it every time I use this fertilizer spreader now, but this thing is so good. 42 meters, man. If you're not using the sprayer for herbicide, this is the way to go instead of using the sprayer. I always used a sprayer because I did precision farming and I had the C-spot and spray on there, and it was perfect. You barely ever had to buy herbicide. You didn't get a penalty because you had that. So that was what I always did. But in this game, we might be needing to change that up a little bit because this thing is great. The downside to this is it doesn't do the lime. I think that's the biggest reason I have always picked up that other one if I'm going to use a spreader like this. But still, I don't know. This isn't super expensive, so it might just be worth having 2 implements. And there we go. It looks like we finished another contract while we were doing this one, and we finished the field work at our own property. So let's take a peek at that stuff. Let's get these collected. Now I could do more contracts, but the point was really just to do it while we were working on our own fields. So if that's all done, we might just finish the one that we're working on and be happy with that. But let's turn weeds back on and see if we got everything. Looks like we missed just a tiny bit. Let's see if we can clean it up here. I think I actually see it right through there. And then there was a little bit up at the top somewhere. I think I see it again. Right there. Alright, let's see what that did. Pretty good. Okay, so that being said, we can return this lease, and then all we need to do is finish that contract. And there we go, contract complete. And I took over for the AI and started doing this by myself, and this is probably my favorite field that I've worked so far with the steering assist. The shape of it is so nice that these lines are really long and continuous. Obviously there are a couple corners where it doesn't keep going, but overall super nice field for the AI steering assist. But that contract is complete, so let's go ahead and get that collected. There we go. And we are at 43,000. I believe we were at 37. So we made a little bit even with leasing the weeder for our field and stuff like that. So pretty good. Let's make sure this is topped off and good to go. Yep, that's good for now. Good to fast forward. This is fertilized and weeded, which is great. So I think we're ready to fast forward. We do still have 40,000 liters of wood at the sawmill as well, which is awesome. So we can go ahead and fast forward for that as well. I do like doing the prefab walls because it doesn't give you the wood chips. Maybe it's a little less money, but they're annoying to move, so let's go ahead and fast forward. Alright, it is June. This is still good. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and keep fast forwarding as long as we've got water and stuff like that. I know we'll run out of wood, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we have 27,000, so we've got enough for another month, but I'll even let that run dry. But we'll go ahead and keep fast forwarding until we need to refill some water and see how close we can get to actually harvesting this corn. It is July. Corn's getting taller. Still got some water, 21,000 liters, and we actually still have some wood. So I guess just having the prefab walls is making it be consumed a lot slower. So cool, got another month. August. Corn's looking good. Water's still looking good. And we are finally out of wood, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and keep going. We are almost to harvest time. We actually still have water, which is awesome. This is still good, and I think next month is harvest month. We're actually making money as we're going, so our lettuce and tomatoes are covering our cost, which is really awesome. So yeah, let's get to harvest month. And there we are. Our fields are gold and ready to harvest. Looks great. We actually still have water, which is good. I mean, obviously we'll fill it up this month. But yeah, we actually have a lot to do this month. But first thing we're going to do is we are going to get the smallest harvester we can find. It's a small field, and we're probably not going to make a ton of money. So I think this 104 is the smallest one. Cheapest, at least. Yep, so we're going to lease this. Try to have our all-in cost as low as possible. And then combinations, header. Oh, crap. Doesn't have a corn header, so we're just going to have to get a different corn header and hope that it can do it. Again, we'll just get the smallest, cheapest one, 53, 2.6 tons. So this one's actually lighter. So maybe we'll get the lighter one, just maybe that'll help it work. Hopefully this hooks up. If not, we'll learn together. All right, moment of truth. Will it hook up? Of course it will. This was totally intentional. Look, it's red and green. It's like Christmas themed, which is perfect because Christmas is like a week away. Yep, this was all part of the plan. No problem at all. Alright, let's get an AI going on this. 2 headlands, yep. Work the headland first. Perfect. Go for it. See what you can do. Now, while we're doing this, let's look at contracts again. Just see if we can make ourselves a little extra money. While we're doing this, is 5,000. That's not bad. 4,000. 7,000 for plowing. That'll probably take forever. Yeah, we're not doing that. Not doing a wood transport right now. So I'm thinking either that 4,000. Yeah, maybe we'll do this 5,000 cultivating. Yeah. Let's borrow those items. There we go. Oh, let's move our water trailer out of our harvester's way real quick. And there we go. Now let's get this guy going. This is a pretty good sized cultivator and not a huge field. Super sick tractor too. So let's get it hooked up and send it on its merry way. We might grab a couple others as well, just to make as much money as possible. Create a job. Where are we going? 19, way up here. Target right up here. There we go. And start job. Can you do it? Anything in your way? You got it. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, I think we're going to take this 4,000 hoeing one as well. It's up in the same area. Not that it really matters since we're just sending a worker up there to do it anyways, but... And send him on his merry way as he knocks over my trailer. Sweet. Now, we do have some work to do while they are doing that over here. We've got water to fill up, but first we need to get our trailer emptied. It currently still has our green beans in, but last I checked, October was the best time to sell them. We'll see if that still holds true. It doesn't really matter if it is or not because we've got to sell it because we're going to need this for our corn. But hopefully it is true because that would be very convenient. October, it says August, but still pretty close, so we're going to be happy with that. It's actually above the best price, it says, at the farmer's market or the grain barge terminal 2. I don't really want to do grain barge, so let's just do the farmer's market. Let's tag it and let's get going. It's kind of cool driving around with your map like this. I can see one of our workers up at field 19 just got there. He's about to get started. Our other guy is about up to 25. He's almost there. You can see the guy working on our field and ourselves. We can see the farmer's market flashing up in the top right corner. Just looks very active, which is cool. As we pull up to the farmer's market, I've actually never been here, which is crazy. It's like so iconic from the trailers and stuff like that, but I am not expecting a huge payday off of these green beans. As a matter of fact, I assume we lost quite a bit of money. I think it cost 20-something thousand to lease the harvester for the green beans, and I highly doubt we make that much. I would love to be wrong, but I don't think so. But at this point, it'll just feel like some extra cash to us, so we'll see what we get here. Yeah, $7,500. Definitely not worth it. To be honest, I have my doubts that the corn will really be worth it either. I think we've put 8,000 plus leasing that weeder. We're probably around 10K, and I doubt we make that much off of corn either. But it is what it is. We might try to figure out something else to do in the meantime until we can buy another field, because right now we're probably losing money doing that field work as opposed to making money helping us get to that goal quicker, but we'll figure it out. And we're back to our farm. I will probably go ahead and empty out this harvester. Let's see what he's at. He is at, well, only 50% capacity, but we'll go ahead and get him emptied out, and then we might go start loading up some prefab walls. Yeah, we could either do that or start doing some water, but prefab walls would be more fun. Make some money. So, let's get this guy emptied real quick. Now our yield should be better on this corn than it was for the green beans because we've been able to take better care of it. Because when we harvested the green beans, they were already on the field, so we kind of just had to take whatever the yield was from whoever had it previously. So, should get a little bit more from the corn, but we'll see. So now, I definitely haven't lost my front loader attachment. So, once I pick it up from exactly where I know it is, and definitely not lost placement, we'll get headed over to the lumber mill. Now, we fast forwarded a few months actually, and we had some wood in the production facility, so I'm interested to see how many prefab walls we have. Oh yeah. Sweet. I don't know how much money this will be, but this should be pretty good. Alright, we got our first contract completed, so let's go ahead and collect on that. This guy's still going. And how are you doing? You've got 65%. Alright, so you're still good for a little bit. So we've got our first load up here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that sold. And get another load. I think we're going to have at least 3 loads. Let's see, we got 5 on there. How many more do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like 2 loads. We'll make it be 2 loads somehow. So let's see. Prices for the prefab walls. Best place is Grain Elevator Museum at $5,400. Good price. Way over what peak price actually is. So let's go ahead and tag there. And I believe that's where we sold them last time. It's that cool, really big building like you see in the trailer as well. So let's get these over there and see how much money we're going to be making today. I definitely saw the straps on the prefab walls themselves and thought that they were strapped down to the trailer when they in fact were not. So almost lost it, but we did catch it in time. So let's see if we can get all of this in one go. Yep, $27,000 times 3. We're going to be getting over $75,000 today. That is epic. That'll help us greatly on our climb to get that cement factory. Sweet. Also, our grain tank was 80% full not that long ago, so need to get back over there and get that guy emptied out before we load up the next trailer. Look back up to the trailer here, and he's actually almost done, which is cool. He will probably finish before we can finish loading up our prefab walls, but that's alright. We actually still need to get water too. Got quite a bit left to do today, but that's alright. Contract's almost done. We are going to be sitting pretty nice on the money, at least compared to where we have been for a long time, so that's super exciting. Alright, so yeah, we are definitely getting way more yield than we were for the green beans. We've already got over 12,000 liters. I don't know that we'll get to 15,000. We'll see. It'll be close, but at any rate, it is better than the green beans for sure. So, looks like our contract just finished, so let's accept that real quick. Sweet, another 5,000. Collect. Are there any others we want to pick up right now? It's a 3,000. Don't want to do harvesting. It's too much work while we're doing our own harvest. That'll take too long. We could do this cultivating. Yeah, I think that one would go quick. Let's go ahead and borrow those items. Get that guy going, because we still got quite a bit with transporting our lumber still and filling up our water. We still got some time, so that guy hooked up and get him going on his way. And there he goes. I'm actually gonna send this guy. Let's see if we can get it to do. Great job. Go to. And let's see if we can just get him to come over to our sawmill. Start that job. And the reason is because this guy just finished. So I want to clean up the little bits he missed. We'll get him emptied, and then we'll get back to our wood projects. And just like that, our first coin harvest is complete. Now, it doesn't look like we are going to get quite to that 15,000, but that's alright. Still pretty good harvest, all things considered, I think. We might not actually go negative on the money on this one. Alright, you can see in the top right we got 13,300 liters of corn. Very cool. Let's go ahead and get our harvester returned while we're thinking about it, because I definitely don't ever forget to return vehicles when they're on lease. That's definitely never happened. So we'll keep that up. Okay. Now, here we are. Perfect. Right where I left the trailer. Exactly where I wanted this guy to end up. Perfect timing. You know, sometimes I have a bad habit of asking if I can do something without asking if I should. I've mentioned it in a previous episode. It seems to be a reoccurring theme here. They just stack so nicely. Why not throw them too high, right? And this is why you ask yourself if you should do a thing before you do it. Oh boy. Totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, I'm excited to see where this puts our total at. Come on now, big money. Oh, is that as much as it's gonna take? It must be full. Dang, I didn't think about it only taking a certain amount. Another 27,000, putting us up to 107. Where is the next best place to sell this then? Prices is Golden Crest Valley, but I don't really want to rent a train. So I guess the warehouse. Okay, we'll go to the warehouse then. There's quite a bit of a difference in price. It went from basically 55 to 5,000-ish. So a little bit of a loss, but this was more than the peak price anyways, so can't complain about it. Okay, I've never been here before, but I assume I just back it into one of these stalls, which is easier said than done with this kind of trailer. But we'll see what we can do. Let's see if that's good enough, and then do we just come up here and push this? Is that why it's highlighted? Open pallet shop? What? Planks? What? You can buy cement bags? What? Dude. We're totally buying cement bags. I had no idea you could do this. This is not how you sell this, by the way. Apparently. So that's interesting. But, okay, we're going to be buying some cement bags. I assume each pallet is 1,000. Oh, maybe that's where we go. Let's just pull around there. I assume each one is 1,000, so probably need 5 pallets, because I think we need 5,000 for our phase. Oh man, that's so exciting. I actually kind of tried to look around to see if that was a thing, but I didn't find this, so that's super cool. And there we go, 24,000. Only 3,000 less. Not too bad. Okay, let's go buy some cement bags. Oh man, I was not expecting this in this episode. How cool. Alright, we'll park that there. Let's hop out and buy some cement bags. I'm gonna buy one just to make sure they are 1,000 each. Buy, yes, okay. Now does it spawn in here? Yeah, it does, sweet. Yep, 1,000. Sweet, let's get 4 more. And there we are, all loaded up. This is exactly why I need to get a bigger community, so that I can have people in the comments saying, hey Bozo, you can just buy concrete cement bags from the warehouse. You don't have to spend 300,000 to get the production facility. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can, you know, be one of those people calling me a bozo. I would really appreciate it. Now, the reason I'm okay with buying these cement bags is because if I was building a house in real life and I had my own sawmill, like that's something I would totally do, cut my own wood and all that, but I wouldn't make my own concrete. I would definitely be buying concrete. So the fact that I can just buy these concrete bags and can still do the lumber part myself, that's super awesome. Now let's see. Let's make sure that's everything we need. Yep, we got everything we need. You can hear the construction noise again. Super cool. So we still got the contract going. We've got water that we still need to put in our greenhouses. But I think we're going to go ahead and fast forward the time here and see if we can see this stage complete. Step up a little closer so we can watch it count down. Alright, we're getting close. It's getting kind of dark. Hopefully it's not completely dark. Oh, yeah, it's getting dark. That's alright. We've got lights on our tractors for a reason. Alright, let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Now, let's check real quick. I want to see, do we have enough water to fast forward to the next month? How much do we have? 6,000. Yeah, I think we do. So I'm going to finish this contract real quick, because last time we finished the phase, but we didn't see any progress. I think it's because we didn't fast forward to the next day. So I'm going to finish this contract. We'll fast forward to the next day and see if we can see the progress on this building. Alright, contract is complete. Let's accept it real quick. And 2,400, sweet. Let's get back to our farm here. Let's see, did it finish using everything? It did, so it's saying what we need for the next step, which is planks long and wood beam, which we can do easy peasy. But let's go ahead and fast forward and see if we can see a change in the structure. Don't really see anything different. Maybe they added that flooring. Yeah, that might be what they did. Just that flooring. Okay. We are needing to refill this greenhouse before we continue on. But aside from that, I don't think we have anything to do until April is when we can plant our corn again. The only thing would be if we want to get some lime applied. We would have to do that before April. We've got to cultivate, obviously. Unless we've got a direct drill. I don't remember. Actually, we might not have a planter yet. Do we have a planter? No. Alright, so we can either rent or buy a direct drill or get a cultivator. We'll figure that out. But yeah, not a lot to do. We have $127,000 thanks to some contracts we were doing, as well as the prefab walls we've been selling, stuff like that. So we are getting a decent amount of cash. One thing we definitely do want to work on today is getting the materials for our next phase in our building project for our house. Let's get this started and we'll go take a peek at that. If you look over here, we have finished phase 2. So it looks like we need planks long and wood beams. So before I forget, let's go ahead and change our production facility to make those instead of the prefab walls. Obviously we don't have any wood in there right now, but just get it ready for when we do. Planks long. Okay, cool. So we will eventually get that going as well. We'll get the water going first though. And we'll probably wait until maybe when we're doing lime or something. That way we're making the most of our time. But yeah, I'll get this finished filling up and we'll go from there. Alright, we got the greenhouse all filled up. Almost a full tank left. And I was thinking I probably will go ahead and cut down a few trees and just kind of brute force them onto our flatbed with our forks and just go ahead and get those production facilities going. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to cut yet, but I'll take a peek and let you know. Not too bad. And then the other one is just up here on the corner. You can see it falling down. Same thing, just making our view a little better. Alright, here we are. Got it all over here. Let's get it in the production facility. We already turned on what we wanted. That gave us 20,000 liters. Pretty good. So that should be plenty to get us what we need for the next phase. And then hopefully a little bit of extra money too, because I would like to buy another field before we have to plant in April. So maybe between that and some contracts we could get there. I was about to drive this back home, but I reckon the next thing I need to do is pick up this stuff and take it back to our house. So we'll park this here, go ahead and fast forward and see what we got. Alright, here we are. We made about $1,000. That's awesome. Didn't lose money because of our greenhouses. And here we go. We got plenty of material. We only needed 4,000 of something and 1,000 of the other. Looks like we've got at least 4,000 of each. So we're good to go. I'll get this loaded up. Before I do, though, let's go ahead and get some contracts going because this will take me a little while to get loaded up and everything like that. Never mind. We are not going to do any contracts because those are all ones that we have to do by ourselves. So we'll just get these loaded up and go from there. And there we go. Can I just say I am so ready for the auto load mod to come out. I saw one for bales is out now, but I mean, I just need a universal auto load again. I've spent enough time loading pallets. I know I can do it. Just let me use the auto load mod, please. Oh boy. Can't drive yet, though. Alright, let's get this back to our house. Oh my goodness. Still can't drive. I'll get this figured out. But let's get this back to our house and see what we need for the next phase. Alright, we had just enough wood beams and plenty of planks long, so let's get these pushed in. Nice and easy. There we go. And that should be everything we need. Perfect. So let's go ahead and fast forward and see if we can see a difference. Right now we've just got the flooring, so. Oh, look at the walls going up. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't expect to see it going up this modularly. Are you gonna go up higher? Yeah. Oh, interior walls. Can't go in, but that's so cool. What if we hop up here? Can we see a little better? How much is left? It's almost done. Oh, it's doing the front porch here. Put some beams out there. Almost out. Oh, added a deck back here, and there we go. Before it gets dark, let's stop the time. Oh, cool little back deck here. Okay, that was by far the most fun one to watch as it was being built. That's cool. Oh, added those little headers. Sweet. And now all we need is 4,000 wood beams for the next one. Bummer, we have 4,000 planks, but not wood beams. Can we go in that now? Will it let me? Not quite. We can go on the front porch and look through the windows. That was really cool. Let's go ahead and look around. Another room back there. Very cool. What about this porch? Can we go in through here? Just on the porch. Ooh, little angle. Are there going to be stairs? Is this a 2-story building? Let's go. Alright, let's see. Then we are out of wood at the sawmills. So maybe what I'll do real quick before we fast forward is go cut down a couple more trees and get some wood beams going. Let's go ahead and look at this. Yeah, as you can see, we're out of wood. So let's go ahead and turn off the planks long and just get the wood beams. I guess before I do that, let's go ahead and... do we want to sell it? Maybe we'll just unload these planks long, and maybe we'll need them for the next phase. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, here you can kind of get a cool bird's eye view of the house. I should have done this the whole time while that was being built. Next phase. We'll do that next phase. That strap looks normal to everybody else, right? Yeah, that's normal. Alright, got a couple more trees here. Let's see what that brings our total up to. 40,000. Awesome. So, I think we'll go check and see again. I can't remember. I think it was wood beams that we need for the next phase. So we'll go... Actually, I know it was. So we'll turn on the wood beams. Actually, we already did that. So we should be good to go ahead and fast forward then. Alright, it is January, and my game is very laggy right now. And how many wood beams? We only got 3,000, and that's because it was late in the day when we fast forwarded. So let's just go ahead and fast forward to the next day. Alright, February. I'm gonna have to restart my game. But we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 pallets of wood beams. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna restart my game real quick. Alright, I restarted my game and it is still pretty laggy, so just bear with me on this episode. I'll get this episode finished. We won't go very much further, and then I will work on trying to get my computer running a little smoother. Not sure what's going on right now, but we'll get this episode finished. Alright, we went ahead and restarted my whole computer. Things are running much smoother again, which is nice. So let's go ahead and get these pushed in and finish another phase. Super simple phase. Let's see. Yep, that's everything we need. So let's go ahead and fast forward and see if we can see what it does throughout this phase. Oh yeah. Second floor is coming in. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's see how much is still going on. Almost done. Let's just fast forward that real quick. And there we go. Another phase complete. And then we need 1,000 wood beams. Guess what? We've got plenty. So let's just get those on. Alright, we got the 1,000 wood beams going in. So I think for this one, since it's so late, we're going to go ahead and fast forward to tomorrow. Let's see. Do we have enough water? Plenty of water. I'm wondering if we're gonna need prefab walls next. We have 20,000. Maybe let's just save our wood. Instead of producing more, let's save our 20,000. And let's go ahead and go to tomorrow and see what we need. Alright, you can see we got lots of framing done for the roof. That's super cool. So what do we need next? Cement bags again. Okay. So we've got to buy some more cement bags. Next phase is just some cement bags, so we will definitely get that done today. But before we mess with all of that, we are going to have to plant our corn in April, so the next month. So I want to get some lime applied. As you can see, it says we need lime. Also says we need rolling. If you've watched the channel, you know I don't do rolling. Just because it's not worth the time and money. But I do want to get the lime on, and I'm not sure if it can be applied like this or if we will have to cultivate before we do the liming. I'm not sure. But we're going to get the lime equipment leased and see if we can do it at this point. The only other thing we were wanting to try to do is maybe buy this field before we planted, but I don't think we have quite enough money. Yeah, it's 182. So we're a little short, so that'll be next year's purchase, I think. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some lime equipment. Alright, so this is the only spreader that does the lime. And since we don't have enough money to buy that field this year, I think we will go ahead and buy this. We're always going to need it, so we'll go ahead and buy this. And I can't remember if we have lime at the shop. I kind of feel like we do, so I'm going to hold off on buying the lime. And we'll go drive up to the shop and see what we got. Alright, so here we are at the farm. It looks like, or not the farm, the shop. It looks like that's all seeds. Yeah, so no lime. Might be on our other playthrough that we have the lime. I think that's actually exactly what it is. So let's see. Do we want to go ahead and buy 8? Sure. We'll use it eventually. Okay, so let's get this filled up and we'll get it back to the farm. Alright, so here's where we will find out if it can be put on at this stage or not. It looks like it can. I saw a little bit applied to the field. Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this up, and let's do it ourselves. And 2 headlands is fine. Okay. Let's turn it on and lock in. Cool. So one thing I do want to think about now, I have this implement. So do I need the sprayer at all? I don't want to use the sprayer for herbicide's sake. So I'm kind of thinking I might not need it because I could just do fertilizer through this thing as well. We'll think about it. I might just keep it separate for convenience sake. Don't have to empty it and then refill it with each product each time, but we'll see. Something to think about. I'll get this one done and join you after that. And there we go. That's all I'm done. Took it down to 65% capacity, but we still got some more bags at the shop, so definitely got enough for the next round of lime application, which is great. So, next thing we want to do is get some cement bags and complete another phase on our house. I think it seems like we should be getting kind of close to completing our house, so hopefully we can do that in this episode or the next, but we'll see. Maybe I'm way off and there's like 6 more steps, but we'll find out. If you didn't watch the last episode where we bought cement bags, I didn't realize you could buy them at the warehouse on this map, but you can. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Alright, so here is the warehouse. I'll have the big map pulled up for you so you can see where it is on the map if you're curious. But yeah, this is the warehouse. You just hop out here. Let's get that smaller now. And you can come buy pallets of stuff. So you can buy planks long, all kinds of stuff here. Basically anything you can think of, it seems like. Which is awesome. Super convenient if you just need a little bit of something. Like in our case, we need just a little bit of cement bags. Oh, they have cement bricks too. That's cool. But yeah, super convenient. So we need 3,000. They are 1,000 each. So we'll buy our 3,000. And then they spawn right over here. And you can pick them up. Pretty cool. Alright, got our cement bags. Can I just drive over this or will I have to unload them? Okay, cool. Now I'm not sure if we'll be able to see what they're using these for. But we're going to go ahead and fast forward the time. We don't have anything else to do today. So we'll fast forward the time and see if we can see anything happening. Alright, I didn't really see anything, but maybe there's something I just wasn't catching with my eyes, but that phase is done, and it looks like next we need planks long, 4,000. We do still have 20,000 liters of wood at our our production facility, but we've got some planks long right here, and we have 5,000. So we can get these put in, and we'll be good to go to another phase. Alright, we got those all in. Let's go ahead and fast forward the time again. It will get dark on us probably, but there we go. We see the flooring for the second level come in. Ah, there we go. We're getting some roof. Is this the last phase? Question mark? Alright, it has finished. Let's go ahead and slow down the time, even though I don't really mind if it comes into morning. So it says required material is 0 planks long, which is odd. Let's go ahead and fast forward and see if that updates or something. Still says 0. Let's just walk around, take a peek at things real quick though. Looking pretty cool. Should be getting close, you would think. Let me put this one pallet of planks long that we have left in there and see if that fixes it. Okay, so we put it in and it took 1, and now it says it just needs regular planks, which is interesting, but that's okay. So let's go look at our production facility. Like I said, we do still have 20,000 liters. So let's go ahead and turn on planks. And then next month we'll have plenty of that. They only need 1,000, but we'll let them do whatever it can do over that time. I assume we can't go in. I don't know if it's going to be like the last game where you can't actually go in them at all or not, which would be kind of sad. I wish you could go in them. We'll see. But it is April now, so it is time to plant our corn. So let's get our planter. And I think we're going to lease this one again. This is the same one we used last time. Okay, so it adds that, but I don't think you need it. But the reason we're going to use this one is because it does the fertilizer, but it also does the direct drill, so you don't have to cultivate beforehand. So let's get this pulled off over here. We've got some fertilizer over here. So we'll just go pick it up and bring it over here, and hopefully we have enough. Alright, so I went ahead and filled this up with seed while I was at the shop, because I didn't want to get over here and not have enough. But I didn't really realize or remember that it only takes 312 liters to fill this thing, so probably got plenty over here, but that's alright. We'll use it all eventually. Now the question is, do we have enough fertilizer? Hopefully. Alright, so let's go ahead and close the cover, and we will let an AI start on this. And we'll do a couple contracts because we've got some downtime and we're wanting to buy this field that I'm driving on currently next year, so try to get a little extra money. So let's set this up. 4 headlands, sure. Start with the headlands, please. Okay. So let's see if there's any good contracts out there. I don't want to do anything that'll take a long time. We got a weeding one. That's a big weeding contract. Would it take too long? Maybe not if we do it. We might be able to get the turns done quickly. What is happening here? Okay. Let's go ahead and just do this corner ourselves, I guess. Alright, so we are taking this to field 51, which is up in the top right corner of the map. So we'll get up there, and like I said, I will probably do this contract myself, and we're going to race this train. Oh no, it's letting us pass. Okay. But what we are going to do for the first time is run over this pole and get stuck. Anyways, as I was saying, what we are going to do for the first time is use this little ferry to get across. I've never done that before. Seems fun. Let's try it. So, start ferry. Okay. It's on the other side currently. I assume this isn't going to raise until it gets over here. Is it moving? Yes, it is. Very slowly. Alright. Now I assume the arm is going to go up. Right. Am I too close? Nah, come on. Let me on. There we go. Okay. Now, do I have to get off and do something? Enter vehicle. Start ferry. Okay. Ooh. And we're off. Going 2 miles per hour. Good night, the speedometer's going crazy. Hey, we're picking up some speed though. Cool. It's a cool feature. Ooh, we just beat that boat too. That would have been annoying if we had to wait for that. Let me drive. It won't let you drive, apparently. How about now? There we go. Doesn't let you go until that arm comes up. Alright, let's get up to field 51. About 3/4 of the way done with this contract, and I'm noticing one really nice thing about the tire tracks that they've added in this game as opposed to the previous farming simulators is with this process in particular, it is nice to know where you've been, and you can do that with the tire tracks. The texture doesn't change when you go from the state before this and to the weeded state here, so the tire tracks are very helpful. You always know where you started. You can see this is where I always turn around here in this corner because the tire tracks are all twist it around and stuff like that. So it's a nice feature. Alright, we're getting close to the end of this contract here, and I definitely didn't do the corners perfectly, but hopefully we did them good enough to complete the contract without having to go chase down some stragglers. But we're about to find out. 98%, it's going to be close. 99, come on. Don't make me go chase. Yes, perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and accept this. $4,000, pretty good. And let's see where our worker is. Almost done. And it looks like they did a pretty good job. Let's take a look at the map and see. Make sure everything looks like it's going down properly. Missing some. Oh no, I think the lime is just overriding the fertilizer. Yeah, all the fertilizer is applied. Cool. Pretty good. And it looks like we do have plenty of fertilizer and seed as well, which is great. We'll have plenty of fertilizer for the next couple applications, it looks like, so that's good. We might not have to buy any fertilizer for a sprayer because we might be able just to use the solid fertilizer for the next round of fertilizing in our spreader there, our brand new spreader. But once this finishes, we will unload it and get the lease returned, so we don't forget to do that. Actually, let's leave it unfolded because I think it has to be unfolded to empty. Let's see. Unload. Not the side I wanted, but that's fine. Alright, let's get this lease returned then. There it is. Return. Yes. Okay. So, I think we're going to go ahead and fast forward so we can get some planks and do another stage on our house. It is May and we have planks and apparently some wood beams that I didn't realize we had. But we've got planks, we've got wood beams, and it did use all of our wood. Nope, we still have 10,000 wood. Cool. So maybe we can do whatever's the next step as well. But I'll go ahead and get this stuff loaded up and we'll get back over. Back at the farm, and as you can see, I went ahead and loaded everything up because I figured if we need it for the next stage, we'll use it, and if not, we'll just load everything up, all of our extras, and go sell it. So we only need 1,000 planks, so we'll get that on and go from there. Alright, so we got the 1,000 planks in there. Now before I fast forward time though, I want to pull this out of the way, and we are going to need to get our weeds taken care of. We've got medium weeds, so we'll go take a peek at the shop and see what we can find to get rid of our weeds. Alright, so this is the only one that will get rid of the medium weeds, which is what we have on our field. So again, we're going to go ahead and buy it. We are getting further away from the amount of money that we were wanting to have to get that other field. But honestly, we can do as much lumber as we need to. We can make sure that we get that by our next planting season. But this is something, again, we're always going to need it. So we're getting the farm in a good place. We've bought a few more pieces of machinery. We're starting to own more things, less things that we have to lease each year, which is going to be really good for us. The only thing now that I think we lease will be the planter and the harvester. So hopefully we can knock one of those out soon and, yeah, just continue to grow that way. But this weeding should not take too long. I'll probably just go ahead and do it myself real quick, and then we will fast forward and see if we can see what those planks are being used for. And there we go. So let's get this parked and start fast forwarding time and see if we have finally finished our house or if there's still more to do. Can't really see anything happening on this one, but it is finished. Oh, and now it wants planks long, and it is going because we already had some in there. And it looks like we have just enough right here. No, wait, that's wood beams. I don't think I have any more planks long, do I? No, those are just regular planks. Alright, so let's go to our production facility then. And turn on planks long, turn off planks. We still have 8,000. We need 2,000 more, so that should be enough. So the only other thing left to do on this field is get some fertilizer, but we can do that next month. So let's go ahead and fast forward to another month. Alright, it is June. It looks like we still have a tiny bit of wood, and we did run out of water. I was wondering if I had forgotten to do that. So let me at least empty what I have in the water tank on my way to pick up those planks. Alright, we emptied that, and one thing I am just now noticing is my fuel and repairs are extremely low. So we will also take care of that on our way to pick up our planks. Whew. $500 to fill up this tractor. In this economy? Wow, wow, wow. $22,000 to repair this thing. That hurts, but it needs to be done. Alright, let's go pick up our planks. Alright, all loaded up again. We got 5,000 planks long, 2,000 planks. Apparently we had a little more produced while we were fast forwarding, which makes sense. Didn't think about that. But let's go get this phase completed. Alright, we got everything in there. Let's go ahead and fast forward again and see if we can see anything happen on this one. Alright. Looks like there's a little bit of shingles there. We got windows in. I'm not sure when that all happened. But it's coming together for sure. And it's saying planks long again at 0. It's glitching again, but we'll throw another pallet in there and see what happens after that. Alright, so that is what it needed. So it needs 2 more. Do we have 2 more? We do. Alright, let's get them loaded up. Okay, so that's everything. Let's get the time moving again. And watch another phase. Oh, definitely seeing some change there. There we go. Last step, I think I saw them put like some trim pieces on. Ugh, it says planks long again, which I don't think we have any more. Yeah, I think these are all beams and just regular planks. Let me go visit. We had a little bit of wood left. Let me see if it made any more planks long here. Oh, looky there. We do have one. Alright, I'll get driven up here and we'll pick this up then. Okay, so we got them in there and they are just in storage because they don't need any more. And as you can see, now we need prefab walls and furniture, which means I think we're getting close to the end. I'm not sure. Oh, we got lights in there now. Oh, we got some furniture too. Why do I need to put furniture in there? There's already furniture in there. But what I was going to say is I am pretty sure, I'm not sure how many phases we've done today, but I think we've done 3 or 4, maybe 4, which would put us at 9 phases. And my guess is maybe this is a 10 phase house, and this might be the last phase. Could be wrong, but that's just my guess. So we can make prefab walls easily. How do you even make furniture? Or do I just want to buy furniture from the warehouse? Can I buy furniture from the warehouse? That's another question. Okay, so you can make furniture from the carpentry with just planks, longs, or wood. So how much does this cost if we were to buy this one? 300,000. Okay, is there a miniature one that you can buy? Alright, so there is a $36,000 carpentry, and it would fit just fine somewhere around here. So I think that is our next purchase. Alright, so we'll get all of this extra stuff that we have lying around sold. We'll grab all the wood chips that we left, get those sold, and see if that gets us close to that $36,000. And that way we can start building some furniture. We'll have to cut down some wood to do some prefab walls as well. Today is episode 10 of our series, which is usually when I like to put a season finale in. So this will probably be the end of season 1. And my goal will be to get this house completed. Now, if you look at it, it looks like we're really close. So hopefully I'm right about that and we don't have like 7 more steps left. I don't think we do. I think we're close. So we're going to try to get that finished today. First thing we need to do is get our fields fertilized. I was going to go ahead and do this corner just because it's a little weird for the AI sometimes. So if I spray this and then hire the AI, they should be able to finish the rest of it. And then we'll take a look at the building project and see what we need to work on. Okay, we got that handed off. So now if we come over here, it says our next materials are the prefab walls and furniture, which to me seems like kind of the last step. Looks like we're really close. So I'm hoping that this is the very last step. So with that being said, I think what we're going to do is load up all of this stuff and sell it so that we can try to get, well, why don't I just show you? So we can try to get this carpentry. It's only $36,000, but that is what we need to make the furniture. We already have the sawmill, so we can make the prefab walls, which we'll go ahead and set that up. Probably need a little more wood, so we'll get that going here shortly. Now, we could go to the warehouse and just buy the furniture. Let's see, how much did we need? I don't remember. 6,000. We could do that, but we've done everything else except for the cement bags by ourselves, by hand. And it's carpentry, so I kind of want to keep going with that and get the production facility for that. I didn't do it for the cement, but I mean, that's a totally different production chain. That's masonry, not carpentry and stuff. So I didn't feel it necessary to do it for that, but I do want to keep going with the carpentry stuff. So I hope this is enough to get us to that 36,000 and we can get that production facility. The other thing we can do is we can see if there's any contracts right now. There are lots of contracts. Are there any worth doing right now? There's a 4,000 fertilizing, harvesting. I don't want to do a harvest. It's too much work. Is this just mowing? It is just mowing. We could set an AI worker up on that. Or the spraying one would be even more fun. The least cost is only $320. I think we'll do that one. Yeah, let's do that. And it's remove the weeds. I actually have herbicide at my house here that I probably will never use. I got it for the sprayer for the first time that we treated this field because the weeds were past anything else that you could use to treat it. And I don't think I'll ever use this again. So I think this is a perfect time to get rid of that. And hopefully it's enough to finish the contract. So yeah, I'll get this guy over to the field, get him started spraying, and maybe we'll get a couple more contracts. We can do 3 at a time, so might as well, and make sure we get plenty of money to do what we need to. We've got stuff that we need to do on our farm anyways. We've got to cut down some trees, like I said. We've got to refill our greenhouse. Doesn't have very much left in it. So yeah, we got some time to kill. So might as well do some contracts and make some money in the meantime. Alright, 1,600 liters should be pretty close. And our worker did finish the fertilizing. So we'll get this guy driving up to the field. I just want to get him to the main road. I think it makes it easier for the AI workers to figure things out sometimes. Which way is he going? So I face him the right direction. Oh, way down there, 76, so this will work. Alright, so I'll send that guy, and then we'll get working on some other stuff on our field real quick. Create a job. Target positions over here. Do some field work. There we go. And then we can fold this up. And what do we do next? Let's go ahead and just start transporting some water. We'll go ahead and get a couple more contracts going first, though, because water's kind of time consuming. Alright, I went ahead and picked up this mowing contract that we looked at before. Another 7,000. So just between these two contracts, we're going to be making about 14,000, maybe 15,000. So yeah, that's really good. I think that'll get us really close to our goal anyways. So we'll get started with those. Is there any others that we want to do? Let's see. We don't want to do baling. That's too manual. We could do this 4,000 fertilizing. Harvesting's too much of our own input. Looks like the next best one would be this fertilizing one here. Solid fertilizer. So yeah, let's just borrow it and get this guy going, and then we will get to work on our own stuff. Again, we've just got we just got seeds and lime here. We don't have solid fertilizer here. We do have some back at the house, but we'll just buy a bag. That's fine. Okay, we got that guy going. We only gave him one bag, but should be plenty. And so we are going to start filling up some water. The next thing we have to do with our corn, now that we've got it all fertilized, is actually sell the corn. It's showing July is what I've written down. Let's see if that's still the truth. For corn, it is showing, actually this month is the best price. So we might do that this month too, which is good. We'll get all that stuff sold, all our corn sold, and these contracts done, and then we'll have a really good idea as to how much money we'll have. We should have plenty to buy that carpentry, and then we need to just cut down a bunch of wood. Get things populated. Prefab walls and furniture. Alright, got a couple loads in there. Just 2 loads. I think that's totally fine. It'll get us through a few months, and hopefully that's all it takes to finish our house, which is really the main goal for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and get this corn sold. It's not a lot, but it's what we have. And since it's a good price, we might as well do that. It's already loaded up. So let's see, where is the best place? We've got Grain Barge Terminal 2, which is the only place that's over 500, which is really cool. Which is well over the best price. So let's tag that place, and let's head that way. Oh no. We ran out. Bummer. Okay. We're gonna have to take this guy back. Or no, we'll take him back. I was gonna say we could just have the AI buy it, but I don't like that. So let's see. I'll just hop out, get this guy driving back, and we'll take care of it once he arrives there. Alright, looks like we get to use the ferry again, which this time it's actually here. So I assume you can just drive on and start the ferry. Cool. Air worker A has completed. Oh yeah, we finished the fertilizing. Sweet. We'll go ahead and accept that while we're ferrying across. Let's see. Could do some more mowing ones. Yeah, let's do this mowing one, I guess. Alright, he is on his way, and he just arrived, and now he's in that guy's way. So let's get him out of his way. There we go. So let's see, let's get this guy filled up again. One should be plenty now, because he's already 66% of the way done. And it looks like one is more than we had to start with in the first place. So let's get him going again, and we'll get back to work on selling our corn. Alright, we are across. I actually forgot he was on the ferry. Okay, so let's see, is that place still tagged? Where are we going? Where am I? I don't think it's tagged anymore. Let's tag it again real quick, because I'm not sure where it's at. No, it is tagged. Where is it? Oh, this way? Over there. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how to get over there. Alright, we have arrived at our destination. Looks like it's over there where we sell. Probably could have pulled through there, but we'll circle around. Not expecting a lot of money from this, but we'll see what we get. Looks like our sprayer arrived back to the field. There we go. We're at 17,000 right now. What does this take us up to? Actually, more than I thought. Alright, 6,700. Not too bad. A little something. Gets us closer to our goal. So, let's get this guy driving back home, and we will... I think I'll help that guy finish spraying while he's driving back home, because he was in the middle of the field, so... Alright. Let's get this guy unfolded. I've never used this piece of machinery, so that's kind of fun. Let's look at the field here. What are we looking like? Okay, so he did the insides first. It'll be easy to do the outside then. Shouldn't take any time at all. And there we go. Nice and easy contract. Kind of fun using this big piece of equipment. But let's go ahead and accept that. Collect. Thank you. $7,000. And we've just got the 2 mowing ones, which are going well, it looks like. Oh yeah, this guy's on the final stretch here. Cool. So you are almost home. Where are you going? Interesting. Alright, he is home now. So, let's get this unloaded, and let's go ahead and load up all of this lumber and get it sold so we know how much money we have. Alright, all loaded up. Now, let's see, where's the best place to sell this? Usually, it is at the, oh, what do you call it? Playground place. So, I assume that's where it is, but we'll see if that holds up. We got planks at the playground is 1,600. Yeah, we're just gonna take it all to the playground area again. Now, the only thing that would be very sad is if I went and I sold all of this, we finished this phase, and there was still another phase and it needed a bunch of this stuff. That would make me sad, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I could look it up and save myself the heartache if that were the case, but where's the fun in that, right? So we'll just drive it down there, hoping that this is the last step. Alright, moment of truth, pulling up here. Obviously we're going to get more than 3,000, which is what we need to buy this place, but we'll see how much money we'll have left over. So let's get this unstrapped, and 32,000 takes us up to 65,000, which is great. Gives us a little bit of money for, you know, operating costs and stuff like that. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and get this back to the house, and then we will buy our production facility and start getting some stuff populated. We got another contract complete, so we'll collect that as well, taking our total up to $72,000. So let's go home. Alright, here we are back home. I think this is a good spot. Hopefully it lets us put it here, and we are going to find out. Oh, sweet, we're still on the carpentry. Makes it nice. Land is not owned. Land is not owned. Okay, where is it saying everything on this side of the road? What if we click? Okay, we've got some space over here. Okay, that's totally fine. Let's put it kind of just in the middle then. Back it away from the road a little bit. Inputs on the back there, that's fine. Alright, right there. Looks good to me. So let's take a peek. There we go. There is our little carpentry. Can we go in here? Of course we can. How cool is this? Alright, so you need planks and planks long or just wood to make the furniture. I think we'll probably just do the wood, and that'll be great. So let's turn that on. Storing's fine. And let's see if we can... There's no shot we could just, like, drop this tree in there, right? Let's find out. Wait, I can't remember if you cut it this way if it falls that way, or if you cut it this way and it falls that way. Ooh, which way is it? Alright, let's test it real quick. I gotta test it somewhere. Alright, here's a random unsuspecting tree. Cutting it from the right and it falls to the left. Okay, good to know. So, with that in mind, we're going to want to try to cut this way and see if we can get it to fall right in that production facility spot. Here we go. Okay, it's on there, so now what do I got to do to get it to accept it? Do I have to say sell wood or something in here? What if I just start cutting little pieces off? Alright. For some reason it doesn't seem to be wanting to take this stuff. So I guess what we'll do is take it to our regular facility and turn it into planks. Shouldn't have sold our planks, I guess, but that's alright. Alright, so we cut a couple trees down, brought them over here. Let's see how much we got now. 36,000. Big trees, good deal. So let's go ahead and get our... Do we want planks or planks long? Let's just do planks and prefab walls. So we'll get those started. Luckily, it's later in the day, so if we fast forward to tomorrow, it shouldn't make too much, and we should be able to see how much more we need of whatever. So, let's go ahead and go to July. Alright, it is July. We still have $35,000, which is great. We've got 2 prefab walls, looks like. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planks. So, let's get some stuff moved over. Alright, I wanted to check again before I headed over there. How much we needed of each? Did we only need 1,000 prefab walls? I can't remember. That's why I was glad that it was only one day. We need 4,000. Okay. No problem. We'll get all that brought over here then. Okay, I've got an AI worker driving over to the sawmill, and while he does that, I want to do a little bit of math to see how many planks we need. So we need 6,000 things of furniture. 1 plank equals 1.4 furniture. So you actually get more. Actually, this 5 might be really close. 5 times 1.4 is actually 7. So should be more than enough if we just bring those 5 over here. So we'll see. We'll see if I did that math right. There's a good chance I didn't, but we'll see. So if I did do that math correctly, then we should be able to turn off the planks and just leave it on prefab walls. And should be enough wood in there still to get us the last 4 prefab walls that we need, and anything extra we should be able to sell. Alright, so first off, we're going to try to get these prefab walls only in there. Hopefully this doesn't backfire on me. There's 1. And there's 2. Alright, cool. So we'll back up and circle around this now. Please don't take them. Okay, good. So now we'll try to do the same thing here. I don't know if I'll have to unload them or not. And I saw that it only holds 2,400, so it won't take all of it, but there we go. Yeah, like I said, won't take all of it, but it did take what it would. So, glad that worked, because I was a little worried after it didn't take the wood. So, let's go ahead and turn on our furniture planks. And let's see, as long as we have enough water in our production facility to keep going, we should be good to go ahead and fast forward. Obviously they're working again because we've given them more materials. Yeah, we still got 11,000, so we got plenty of water. Alright, work has stopped. we do still need 2 more prefab walls and 6 furniture still. Can't really see anything. Maybe they did something, but let's see if we've got some furniture over here. Not yet. It is still working on it though. Oh boy, this is gonna take a little while. I don't know if it's gonna get done before our harvest in October, which is what I was hoping for, but we'll see. So let's see. Do we still have water? Yeah, we still got some water, at least for 1 more month, I think. So I guess we'll go pick up some prefab walls and go from there. Alright, so we made 3 more prefab walls, and I am gonna go ahead and turn off all of these and save the 9,000 liters of wood that we have and see what we need after we use all of this stuff, and just make sure we don't need anything particular before we use all this wood. Okay, this worked well last time. Hopefully we can replicate that success. 1 and 2 and stop. Alright, so that should be all the prefab walls, so we just are waiting on the furniture. Let's get to fast forwarding then and see if we can get some. Alright, September. Do we have any furniture? Not yet. Why not? Is it really that slow? Is it gonna take 4 months to make 1 thing of furniture? Oh boy. That is quite unfortunate. Maybe we won't finish our crops this year, or our house this year, I mean. Let's see, can we see any difference now that the prefab walls are done? There's beds, I think all that was in there before. This all looks the same, so not really. So we need 6,000 furniture. Yeah, I think all of this was here before. Okay, well, let's see. What do we need to do then? Assume you're probably almost out of water. Or you are out of water. That's why all of my stuff is withered. Oh, game plan, game plan, game plan. Let's see, we have to harvest in October. Okay. Let's just fast forward again. I'm not going to worry about the water. We've got money right now. I really just want to try to finish this house. Still nothing. 800. Yep, it's going to take 4 months to get 1. And it is October, which means it is time to harvest our corn. So let's just do that really quickly and get to fast forwarding again. And there we go. How fast was that? So quick. So let's see. The next thing we have to do is plant in April. Obviously, we would need to do some lime as well. But we're going to fast forward a little bit before we mess with all of that. See if we can get some furniture. But before we do that, let's go ahead and return this stuff so I don't forget. And they're gone. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward. And finally, we have 1 thing of furniture. Looks like they are taking the planks as they need them. Okay, cool. You know what? Maybe we should... No, we're just gonna fast forward. Alright, let's fast forward. Okay, I changed my mind. We're going to go ahead and fill up our greenhouse again, because we're gonna fast forward all the way till March, and then we'll do some lime, and then in April, obviously, we'll do some planting. But we're losing about $2,000 with interest and production facility costs each month, so we'll go ahead and fill this up just to help offset that real quick. Alright, we should have enough water in there to get us to March like we talked about when we'll do some liming, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward some more. Alright, it is March. We have 2 things of furniture, and as you can see, our money's at 30,000, so we actually made a little bit of money as we were fast forwarding. How much do we have left, just out of curiosity? We ran out. Okay, so we had just enough to get us to March like we were hoping, which is fine. So let's go ahead and get some lime applied real quick, and then keep fast forwarding. Looks like we still got planks, so we should still be good. Alright, lime is all done. So let's go ahead and fast forward to April, where we'll do some planting. And can I just say, do you know how sad I'll be if this is not the last step for our house. I sure hope so. Alright, it's April. Still got plenty of planks. Still only 2 of those left. But let's get our planter leased. Alright, back to the farm, and I finally remembered for once that we have enough stuff here. So we don't have to bring anything from the shop because it does not take a lot to fill this thing up. Alright, all filled up. Snow is showing up apparently. So go ahead and turn on some lines. Cool. Lock it in. Alright, planting is done. So we'll get this emptied and returned. And then we don't have to do anything except for another round of fertilizer. Which, oh no, we have weeding to do too. I just want to fast forward and get to building that house, but we'll do what we got to. Alright, unload, and we'll return this sucker. Alright, it is May. Let's get our weeds taken care of. It's raining, but I think you can do the weeding in the rain. I don't think that's a problem. Alright, weeds are taken care of. Was no problem doing it in the rain, which is good. Alright, it is June again. Still only 2. Looks like we're really close to getting a 3rd one. Still got planks, so we should be good there. And all that's left to do on this field is fertilize. So let's just keep going unless... Is it time to sell our corn? It does still show June is the best time, but we might just hold on to it till January, because I just want to keep going. Alright, there's 3. It's working on a 4th. I'll probably go ahead and move these over to the house, just so that we have room for the last 3 to spawn, and then we'll fast forward again. Alright, it is September, which means this is my last chance to fertilize this stuff one more time, so I'm going to get it fertilized. And then next month will be harvest time. And have we gotten any... No, we haven't gotten any more furniture. So, still got a little ways to go. Alright, we're fertilized. Let's go to... go to October. Alright, we've got 1 thing of furniture. We need 2 more. Still got some planks plus the 2,000 that are in there. So, should be enough. We're ready to harvest. We are losing money because I haven't been doing... the greenhouses, but I'm just really wanting to get this done. Okay. Alright, I had to sell a little bit of our corn early, but hopefully I sold enough that we can fit the rest in here. We'll see. It's not a good price right now. It's actually the worst price it could be, but it's alright. Alright, that is all returned. So next thing we have to do is plant again in April, aside from liming in March. But yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward. Alright, it is April. I delayed our planting by 1 month. As you can see, I am not ready to plant because I haven't applied for lime yet. So I'm going to lime this month. We'll plant next month, and I think next month we'll finally get the last thing that we need, the last piece of furniture that we need for our house. Alright, it is May. As you can see, we still have 2, but we are so close to being, or to having our 3rd pallet, so we're just going to fast forward the time. We'll worry about, planting in the next episode. Because if this is not the last step to this house, I give up. Alright, there we go. We've got 3 pallets, and we also have hail, which is interesting. But let's get these 3 pallets put in. Alright, we have all the materials. Now, the one thing I didn't think about is now we have to fast forward time to get through all the materials, so I think we will have to go ahead and plant. But we will need to get past all of this hail, so let's fast forward. There we go. The hail is gone. Well, we're out of money. So we can't afford to plant. So I think we're going to just skip crops for a year. But that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward. And our house is hopefully going to be finished when we wake up. Oh boy, what is it? Prefab walls. Is it just stuck. Okay, we've got one over here. Let's just get this put in and see if it was just stuck or if there's actually going to be more steps. That was it. We have a house. It's done. Finally. Oh my goodness, it's finally done. Now is the moment of truth. Can we go inside? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing we still can't. But I'm wrong. Look at that. You can come inside our house. So we've got a living room. We got a bedroom with a nice little vanity. So nice. What do we got here? Little office area maybe. Another little desk. Kitchen, dining. Very cool. We got a bathroom. Full bath. Very nice. Got upstairs. Another big bedroom with a couch. Nice. Oh, this one's got a little view here. Okay. Cool. And another little bathroom. And another bedroom. Oh, it feels good. Feels good. We finally have a house. Can we go out here? We can. Oh, I'm so glad they made it so that you can go inside those now. But there we go. We did it. We built a house. And like I said, we're definitely going to be calling the episode here. We'll figure out what we're going to do this year. I guess we'll just focus on some lumber stuff until we get to the next time we can plant this field, which is no problem. We'll make some good money and maybe we can plant 2 fields. Maybe we can buy another field. Like I said, this is episode number 10 of the series, so this is going to be the end of season 1, which is why I really wanted to finish this house. I'm glad we got there. In the next season, like I said, we're not finishing this series. In the next season, we will be expanding because if you don't remember, this is the run that we are doing like we're going to be growing the crops that my grandparents have grown on their property in the past, which, to recap, is green beans, corn, peas, and tomatoes and lettuce. So the tomatoes and lettuce we got in the greenhouse. We might get a second greenhouse just to separate those. We'll think about that for next season. And then we want to get at least 3 good-sized fields, 1 of each of those crops. So, got a lot to do in this episode still. It's our start from scratch run. We're going to make it a good one. If you did enjoy this one, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a comment if you have any comments, thoughts on how the series is going so far. Any suggestions, I'd love to hear those. And if you want to see where we go from here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's been a lot of fun up to this point, but we got lots more in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Soy Sauce Farming, and I'll see you in the next one.